previously on Windermere Fantasy Online. Welcome back, everybody, by the way. You guys went in deep into the ruins of Albir Eldar. You had cleaned out the upstairs, dealt with some bullshit with some more, this like screaming psychic creature, initially partly through the aid of a werewolf that you guys had summoned. Which is named Monty and now roaming around out there somewhere. You guys cleared everything out from upstairs, realized that there was a way down through the well, and you wanted to explore it further. So you did a little bit of testing. The well's very deep, but you did hear water at the bottom, so it is a legitimate well. But as you climbed down the metal rungs for the ladder and went down into it, you realized there was a side passage, not that far down. I think it was only like, I said it was, like 3 meters down or something like that. It wasn't that far down, all things considered. And going into the side passage, that's when you began to explore. And let me bring up the hex bits to try and remember which parts you have explored. Oh, wait a minute. I was smart. I think I put this into a journal section. Yes, I did. There we go. So you found a couple of nifty places as you did some exploring. Let's see here. So you did 5. So that one was the snake pit. So you found a large circular room that basically appeared to be one giant pit. And in the center of this giant pit is a pillar sticking out of it with a glowing chest on top. You got people, thanks to the use of a cipher to levitate people over and Gluckster checking it out and everything, that you got people over to it and realized that the chest is basically got a magical room inside of the chest that you can use for storage purposes. It is still unfortunately stuck in the pillar, or on the pillar, but
I think we want to turn it into an arena.
It was a pretty, like, it was like a football field sized room with some pillars in it and stuff. So yeah, that's doable. It did have side rooms that you could unlock, but it said you needed to purchase the storage expansion DLC to do so. So unfortunately you did not have access to that. Because
the storage dilk, as Emmett would say.
So the storage dilk, yeah. So you also visited, at one point, a giant spherical boulder that cannot be copyright from another IP dropped from the ceiling and began rolling towards you. You guys managed to fit yourselves into little alcoves, except for, I think it was Gluckster. You just outran it, didn't you? I think it was Gluckster. Yeah, you just like
foot. I ran all the way.
Yeah, you just fucking bucked it to the end and like darted to the side at the side hallway and then just like smash his boulder went into the end. None of you got caught, much to my chagrin. So,
like, poke my head up. I'm like, are you guys okay?
Yeah. And you came across a area that had a giant crater in the middle of the room, which was weird because the roof was intact, so you have no idea where the crater came from. But there was a crater in the middle of the room with this like burnt outline of like a person shaped outline of soot, basically, as well as these like big feathery wings, like the outline of them, like a blast mark type thing in this crater. And near it was the pack that you believe you were looking for, Marco's pack. Which is actually, rewind a second, the second pack you found, because I forgot there was a dead dude inside that chest room that was like camped out there because he was trapped. He had like nothing on him except like a journal just stating his decline. And I do believe those are the only parts that you had. Yes, those are the only parts.
Also the wall, the fungus wall.
Oh, you did do... Oh, right, there was the combat one. Yeah, right here. It wasn't numbered. Yes, you guys found You're probably going to turn this into a weapon of some kind, once again to my chagrin, because you were like, I want to harvest it.
But I wanted to throw it down a well and use that well in a Spartan-style way if people came and walked up on our house and thought they were going to fuck around. They were going to find out. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Right, yeah. I remember like one or two of you wanted to fuck around and find out. Well, filled with this, it's just known as corruption. It's just known as corruption. It's this weird fungus shit on the walls that can attack you, and you don't exactly know what it does because thankfully you guys noticed it before it attacked you. And you are going to harvest it in terrible, terrible ways. Probably.
They wouldn't let me do it, bro.
I believe you killed some of it, sort of like to like tame it a little bit, but you left some of it alive for later, for a snack. Because of course you did. Why not? Fucking players. This game would be easier without players, damn it. So it's at this point you've got Marco's pack. I realized, I don't know, partly on purpose, partly by accident, I am slowly naming a lot of these NPCs after people in the fucking Cypher community. Like Marco. I didn't think about it, but like Marco's name of the guy that made like the Cypher Foundry setup. So, yeah, it's just happening. And then
that name sounds familiar.
But yeah, Monty slightly familiar. So
where have I heard that one before?
A question: where was I during all of this?
Oh yes, and
you died.
They got like a DC, like you DC'd or something, like a broken link thing when they tried to contact you, and they looked around and you were just gone. So thank you very much. Before we get into what's happening, let's get into what's happening with you. So everything sort of stuttered for a minute. You guys were upstairs. You were looting the one chest, which, by the way, they did loot something for you. We'll get you to that in a second. I believe there was something they gave directly to you. But before we get to that, because it's still in the queue, you were looting, and all of a sudden it's, that like digital like bleed where it's like you go to turn and everything just kind of like streams to the side. Like things are definitely glitching out and you're lagging a bit. Everything started to look like that. Everyone froze. They were no longer moving. You go to like push at like your father or something like, or anything like that. And nothing seems to be moving. Nothing's interactable at this point. What do you think Thank you very much would be doing at this point? What do you think? How would you be reacting?
Just trying to like contact support, like see if his HUD comes up and see if he could try and contact and see what's going on.
So you try to bring your HUD up, but as you flick it up, there's like this flickering, like jumbled, glitchy screen, but none of it's a proper HUD, none of it's interactable. You get like snippets of words and the way the HUD should be, but it's like all in the wrong area. Some of it's replaced with like the pink and black like checkerboard pattern and things like this. And as you're standing there and the graphics are destabilizing everything, it's slowly being replaced by just like a black void.
He'd be freaking out. Probably pee himself. Yeah. If he can't do anything and he's just trapped there and he's like doesn't know what's going on because he doesn't know what the logout feels like yet.
I have an idea.
Like if this was a logout, like it's freaking him out, and yeah, he's scared shitless right now.
I would like to propose an intrusion to thank you very much.
Definitely pees his suit.
Instead of just pulling you back, I'm going to propose an intrusion.
Let's see, 1, 2. Roll a 4. BHG.
There you go.
Thanks very much.
So instead of just skipping ahead, being like, hey, you reconnect, you're back with the party or something, there's something in the darkness with you. You're standing there. I'm going to pause my music for a second. You're standing here in the darkness. You're still standing on something. You don't know what, because you don't see a floor, you don't see walls, you don't see a ceiling. Thankfully, like, you don't feel like you're suffocating or anything like that, but it's nothingness all around you. Until a little bit in front of you, you notice a little flicker, a dim light, bright, like white light of some kind. That's not too far away. what do you do in this case? What are you thinking of as you see this like one point of light, almost like a little flickering candle flame?
Still scared and kind of looking at it, like trying to squint to see it. But I'll slowly start moving towards it. If I
Okay.
can.
You start moving towards this light, and very slowly, what appears to be just like a plain white light begins to coalesce in front of you in some ways and take on some sort of like a pattern in front of you. And you hear a soft voice. I didn't think I could talk to you, but you're here.
What are you?
You don't have a word for me. I guess you could call me an angel.
An angel?
That,
Nothing like an angel.
I mean, what do angels look like? I'm not very familiar with your people, your culture, but...
Kind of like us, but with wings.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It reforms a little bit. There's in this orb which expands where it's like a deep darkness, but at the same time it has this like shining light through it. There's a little bit of a silhouette of what looks like a humanoid form with like these feathery wings. Sort of in the center of it. You don't get any details out of it, just like the silhouette, and that's about it. And the thing...
Yeah.
It seems far away, but close by at the same time. Like you can't tell the depth or distance.
Yeah, it looks kind of like that. Like the way you're making it.
If this will make you more comfortable, then this is what I can do. You need to help me.
But help you how? Like, where am I?
You need to save us. I wanted to talk to the others, but it's so difficult in here. It's so small where I am, and I can't use my abilities. He's been draining me.
Who?
The red one.
The red one?
The red one. The one that is red. He's already taken out all of us except for me. I'm the last. And if he takes me out, I don't know what we can do anymore. He's the reason you're here.
But here, where is here? Where are we?
I can't tell you that.
I want to see my dad.
I know. I believe you're young for your people. Certainly young by my standards. But you're also so much more than you realize. I need you to help me. I need you to go against the red one.
Is he like in the video game?
Yes, little one. He's in the video game. Don't give him the box.
There's a box?
Whatever you do, don't give me to him.
Okay.
The light begins to flicker and fade a little bit. I can't do this much longer. I have to send you back, but you don't know me, and I'm asking you to take my word for it, and I understand this may be difficult for you.
Do you have a name?
No. We've never had names. You can just call me the Final. The last one,
okay.
something.
How about Orby?
Sure. Orby sounds good, little one. I'm okay with that. It's all I can say. It's all I can do. There's not much of me left. If you give me to him, I don't think there's anything I can do anymore. your world, and all of these other worlds that you don't even know you're part of, it's all over.
Do we have a way to get back to the outside world? Like, I kind of miss my mom too.
I can't help you with that. Not right now. Not the way I am. I can see what I can do if you can help me. But I'm going to be truthful with you. It's not going to be in the way that you want.
I don't know what to do. I'll try.
I'll send you back to your others now. If you can help. If you can't, tell them to help. I'm asking for trust, and I know it's a lot. I'm sorry. With that, there's like the flickering, and everything sort of like you get a sort of like a replay, like you're following along as everything catches up. You know, sometimes where there's like the rubber banding and lag, where it's like suddenly everything like speeds up to catch you up to where it was. That's kind of what happens is you're dropped back into the environment and you're dragged around with the rest of the group as they're exploring, and you're experiencing everything that they do, the conflict with the wall mold and dealing with the snakes and the boulder running down. But everything's happening faster and faster and faster as you're being drawn into this before finally them coming back to the surface with the pack, having dealt with the chest and figuring out what to do next, as all of a sudden there's like a snap. And you're back with the rest of the party. And everyone else sees, thank you very much, also just there. There's no graphical effects, no nothing. He stutters for a second, and then he's there.
Billy! He runs over and hugs Billy, like, oh my god, you're okay, man!
Bro. Before Royale gets to him, Billy is actually going to run over and hug Emmett.
No.
I'll get shocked, fall down, and be like, oh shit! Billy!
Yeah, where's the biggest fish I ever got? Oh, Billy!
Royale
Like, knocked me right over.
Thinking Billy's running to him, he runs right fucking past Royale into Emmett's arms. He's like a little bit hurt.
I'm like squeezing Emmett, like he's down back to my form, right? So I'm just like squeezing him hard, like.
Yeah. It's Billy. Billy. Oh, where'd you go?
I don't know where it was, but there was this big orb, and I named him Orby, by the way. He said he was kind of like an angel. I don't know. It was all black everywhere, and there was only him in the light. And oh man, I was really scared, and I may have peed myself. And yeah. He said, "Don't give the box to the red one." That was the big thing.
The box?
I don't know.
Okay.
He just said, "Don't give the box to the red one," and something about like end of the world and.
Billy, you're talking crazy. So you seen Orby, your buddy, and he's telling you not to give the box to the red one? Huh?
Yeah, apparently the red one's here in the game. That's all I know.
Did we not hear of some like red fucking enemy somewhere? Powerful red enemy?
Jamie's gonna cross his arms and start thinking.
I'm vaguely.
I will remind you, because it's been a lot longer for you than it has your characters. You remember something about a red angel being the one that attacked your orc camp and took Bernard away.
Okay, that's what it was then, yeah.
Read something.
So,
it's not
don't
ringing any
let the
bells, man.
box fall into the red angel's hands.
This one said it was white.
Wait, Marco was supposed to meet us at the Ook camp, right?
Yeah. We're fairly certain that, like, the Red Angel probably has Bernard and Marco. Safe to assume that. Last time we contacted Marco, before we went into the dungeon, He said that he was hiding in the forest near Oop, right? Because the angel had found them. So, and we can't contact him. We can't contact Bernard. They're in like instances.
What box?
I'm assuming it's that box with all of Marco's fucking symbols and shit that we just picked up. That's the only box I can think of. It was sealed to contain divine beings or some shit.
I'm just glad you're safe, Billy. I was starting to get worried. You know you're not supposed to wander off like that.
Well, I didn't. It's like the whole game lagged, and I got dragged into this like blackness.
I thought you got banned again, man. It's good to see you back, kid.
Yeah, I was like, man, I hope the GMs didn't take him because they don't like repeat offenders.
It was weird about like other worlds and stuff. I don't. He said so many things.
Well, other worlds like our world.
I don't know.
Marco said the red one attacked the orc camp.
Yeah.
And now they can't be contacted.
Yeah. It's not dead. Like their status, they're not like crossed out, but they're like says they're in an instance when I pull them up on my friends list.
I have an idea, and I don't think anybody's going to like it. But if
Oh,
anybody
boy.
has a better one, I'd like to hear it first.
I love all your ideas, Royale. Let's hear it.
It's not a popular opinion for any party, but I think we need to split ours up.
Oh, jeez.
Emmett, I think you should take Billy back to the city to redeem the quests there and to keep that case safe. And KFG, you and I and Gluckster, if you'd like to go, I think we should go and try and see what's going on at Oop.
Yeah,
Oops on the way
that
to
sounds
the
like a
city.
good plan.
I
And we could just
understand.
regroup with Emmett and Billy on the way up there, right?
Think about this though, KFG. If Billy is saying that not to give the case to the red whatever,
And the red whatever is at Oop
then why would we bring it to Oop?
directly. Just walk it right in there.
We're at our freshly claimed guild hall. Why don't we just store it here?
Because I mean, we still got a lot of work to do here.
Yeah, there's no one protecting it. It's just what, these snakes down there?
I mean, honestly,
the snakes
that's
couldn't stop us.
This is a good point. I don't think we should
mean-
split up, but we need to make sure this thing is safe.
I kind of don't want to split up either.
Why don't we
It's
hug
okay,
it
Billy.
next to the corruption?
I killed a snake. We're gonna eat snake tonight.
Just put it in the corruption. Just leave it
Yeah,
there.
just give it to the corruption for a bit. Here, hold on to this. I think we have 2 patches down there, right? We'll just give one the box and
Just use it as toxic, deadly storage. That's not a terrible idea.
Well,
I like that idea better than throwing people into it.
Well,
I'm also gonna check and see if I peed myself here too, or was it just like a different reality?
No, you're actually immaculately clean once you've returned. Any like minor damage that was on your armor has been repaired. You're in basically perfect condition. In fact, if you like, I don't know what the status of your sheet is right now, but like restore any pools that are low or anything like that. Like you're as if you had a full refresh, full reset.
The only thing is, I just have my one action thing.
Your one,
Like for my healing, I have one action ticked off, and that's it.
oh, you reset that as well.
Okay.
Is that for everyone that gets
No,
the
that
rest,
was just for him. He comes back like Billy comes back, and it's like almost like fresh character like level of cleanliness, but with all his stuff still.
Shiny.
We got to keep the book away, and we know that there's urgent things in the city. That's the only reason I suggested it. Because Isabella needs at least an answer. You have some form of answer to be able to give her on how to get rid of the noise. I mean, I know you don't like it, but you heard what that person had to say if you can at least relay that message.
And thank you
I
very
think
much.
it's up for them to decide.
Sorry to interrupt. But thank you very much. I give you an extra experience as well, just because I like the RP for when you came back.
Thanks.
I do agree with Royale, though. We should try to keep the box away as farthest away we can. We should
What do
bring
you
it right
think?
to the village.
KFG. Because the thing is, like, I have 2 ideas for where we could leave the box other than splitting up. But again, it would require us not to be with the box. One, I could go out on my canoe, attach it to a fishing line, and just drop it. And then bring the fishing line back here and tie it around a tree. And when we come back, I just pull the fishing line. There it is.
But that still leaves the fishing line for somebody else to access when we're not there.
Don't grab it. Who else do we know? Like, what about
You know
that
how hard
lady
a
in the
fishing line
town?
is to see?
BCB.
This thing.
I think this
And-
thing is too important to just leave somewhere.
Well, what if...
BCBC.
What is that?
Brown chicken, brown cow. Our fucking raiders extraordinaire. They're like definitely more leveled than we are. They've been just going hard on the dungeons. They're trustworthy.
Have them
You know what I
hold
mean?
on to it for but Marco, we needed it close because Marco needed it to live, right?
No, he's got the noise. I don't know if... Oh.
Now, one thing I will remind as well, like you couldn't contact Bernard because he just seemed completely off the grid. Marco was still registering as around, but you had a hard time connecting to him. But you will notice that he seems to be quote unquote fully online now. As you're like talking about him, you happen to like look at your friends list or whatever. Marco does seem to be present, like fully.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe try to send him another telegraph.
And
Yeah,
tell
send him a
him that
message
we have
on the...
box. Do we trust Marco? How do we all feel about Marco?
He's a guy we met in a bar who told us an elaborate story. He said that he was an alien. Why wouldn't we trust him?
Yeah, no, definitely, of course. Right.
He gave the quest. He doesn't look red to me, so I think we can entrust his stuff to him. But I don't think we should bring it to a place where a red thing has been. If Billy is saying not to,
What
give
if
the
we
thing
tell...
away.
Can we get Marco to come here, maybe?
Call him and ask?
Like, if we can get Marco to come here or meet us part way, we don't have to, like... You know what I mean?
You're the boss, man. You could call him and ask.
End of the day, yeah. It's up to you.
Let's call Marco. KFG will, like, flip up his menu, click on Marco, go for the call button.
Yeah, it takes a moment before he responds. Like it didn't happen right away. And just when you're like about to give up, finally he fully accepts. Like he actually looks like he clicked like a video thing, so you can kind of see his face. And you see him, the skull like face that you're still not sure if it's a mask or what. The black hood and robes and everything. Yes.
We found your stuff, Marco. Where are you?
My memories. On the road near the orc encampment.
Okay. Do you know that place where you lost your shit? Like all of your
Yes.
stuff?
Yes.
We're there right now. We cleared the place out for the most part, at least the upper decks. We've actually claimed it as our own.
And you have my memories.
Yeah, we've got your journal.
And anything else in that bag with it?
Yeah, there was some other stuff. I think we found like everything. There's a little
If you
box or
find
whatever.
a container, do not open it. Inside
okay.
is evil.
Okay, I got you.
I will be there soon.
Okay.
I'm gonna pat him and be like, ask about the red one.
Oh, yeah, do you know anything about a red one? Like, can you tell us more about it? It attacked the Oop.
I know nothing.
Nothing, eh? It's not connected
Stay
to the
there. And he
thing
just
in your-
disconnects it.
Yeah, why wouldn't we trust that guy?
Well, that was definitely not concerning in any way, shape, or
No,
form.
he's perfectly trustworthy. He's just going through some stuff right now.
Yeah,
Aren't we all,
absolutely
Emmett?
okay.
Aren't we all?
Yeah.
Clearly,
it's
the noise
fine.
has gotten to him, right?
Well,
Um,
apparently, if he starts making fucking pottery and shit,
Look, he says he's on his way here. Since we claimed this bad boy for ourselves, there's maybe we can do some work around here, you know? Freshen up the place for our guest, you know?
Yeah, we have materials that we found down there to work on the place. Why not?
I mean, shit, there's fucking trees outside. I can go take an axe, you know?
yeah, I should go.
Might be, you know, like keep an eye out in case Marco fucking, you know, wanders by or some shit, right?
I should go check on old man Bernard and Chester.
Oh, there might be fish.
Yeah.
Maybe our WC can cook us some dinner later. Some nice fucking like roasted fish in our brand new guild hall.
Oh, we're gonna have to make a makeshift kitchen for now.
Oh, we can just fucking have a campfire cookout first night. We'll work on the kitchen. We'll get this place fucking spruced up real good.
Yep, I'm down for that.
Maybe we should go fishing.
You want to go fishing?
You know, go on a little canoe trip.
What? We have other things to do.
I don't know.
I
The
mean, if you
ocean's
want to
right
go
there.
fishing, by all means, we're gonna need some fish.
Well, I mean, if you need help cutting down wood, but
No,
I
I
would
can-
like to go check on the other old men.
I can find plenty of shit to do around here, you know. So
What are we doing about this? Go
RWC,
ahead.
you're also going to get a phone, like a call at this point
Oh,
from Rainbows.
yeah, oh, Rainbows, what's up, bruh?
Oh, dude, we just got fucking pinged. Did we just get a guild hall, man?
Yeah, bruh.
It was like an automatic like notification being like guild hall acquired. I was like, what? That's like super fucking expensive, man.
Oh no, bro, we just took over a ruins.
You can do that,
I guess so.
huh? That's awesome, man. Like, I didn't even know there was like anything there, dude. That was just like a random like title for an area or something. But yeah, man, that's awesome. Hey, we're kind of in the area. You might like we're all good to stop by, right?
Yeah, no, bring the crew through, bro. We're gonna have a cookout tonight.
Fucking right. Brown chicken, brown cow's gonna be in the house, dude.
Yeah, fucking right. Let's go, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Bro, let's go.
And then he just hangs up.
Brown chicken, brown cow's coming.
Billy's
Of
gonna
course.
be like picking, like cleaning his ears out. Like, oh my god, that was loud.
kind of funny that they asked because we're in the same guild. It's our house, bro. You don't got to knock. You got keys, dog.
You let them know when they get here, bro.
Yeah, right.
So yeah, with that, you guys, I mean, some of you were setting up, I guess, for like a little bonfire thing out front, kind of starting to tidy the place up. At some point, you see like they weren't that far away, literally. Within like 10 minutes, you already see on the horizon a group of people one of them with brightly colored rainbow hair approaching. Where meanwhile, Emmett, you were heading. Your old dudes were by the water still, right? Like they were just camping out by the water.
Yes. Yeah, they took a canoe out, fished a little bit. Did they catch anything?
All right. They come back and let's see here. Yeah.
They were fishing the whole time we were in the dungeon.
They were
right?
fishing for a while. If you want, go ahead and add 4 more. I think you've got some fish meat on you. We'll add 4 more. Where's Emmett? Where's Emmett's equipment? Yeah, you've got fish, so add 4 fish.
Yeah. 4 fish. Wow, this is pretty great. And the Bernard and Chester here have made a new friend who's kind of a stout, shorter gentleman, sideburns, little like white chef's hat,
Another
frying
dad.
pan. He is a cooking dad.
A cooking dad.
My sweet Jesus.
That's awesome.
I love it. We just have like a support dad for all of the skills.
Is it,
We've
Hey,
got the fishing, hunting, and cooking dad.
hey man, if you can catch it, I can cook it. You know.
you've got pictures for all these guys. So here, this is Bernard, by your Bernard by the looks of it. The not
Yes.
orc Bernard.
Old man Bernard, the car dad, drives
Oh.
a 1972 Ford Capri.
Is
Working
the
on a
next one gonna
T1000?
be- Is the next dad gonna be the copper wire stripping dad?
Yeah. So that was Chester by the looks of it.
The hunting dad.
The hunting
Sean
dad.
Bean.
Okay. Sean Bean, but not dead. Cool. And if this
Not yet.
this Felix guy, this is the cooking dad.
This is the new one. Yes. Yes, this is the cooking dad.
Wow.
I love it. So many dads.
And if you're around Royale, he'll be like, "Hey, if you want to like learn a thing or two, kid, I can like show you, or you can show me." You know.
I would love that. I would absolutely love that, bruh. Welcome
Yeah,
to the guild.
Check this out. And he pulls out this like really sharp, big knife. He's like, "This is my whoosh off chicken knife."
That's it's pretty dope, bruh.
Yeah, it's nice to meet everybody. Yeah, I guess we'll cook some fish.
All right, so you
Yeah.
come back. All 5 members of Brown Chicken Brown Cow are there. Once again with rainbows, you recognize, of course. Then there's Nimue, the like their de facto leader. And then the other guys as well. Nimue, she actually comes up directly to you, KFG, since you're like sort of like the leaders of your respective groups and whatnot, and goes, "Very good on getting a guild hall for all of us."
I told you, you guys just leave the acquiring of land and stuff to us. You guys just take care of like spamming those dungeons, you know, getting extra shit that we don't need for the for like shops, you know.
I must admit, I
Everything's
was
gonna be fat.
reluctant at first when Rainbows started to poke and prod at me to join you, and in his ever so unsubtle way bring you that night to try and convince me, but I'm glad we've done this. Things are getting serious out there.
Oh yeah, do you guys have news from like the higher like tier areas and stuff? We're on the
Yes,
front lines.
there's a group that have started calling themselves the New Lifers. I don't know if their name is ironic or what, but it is not one guild, but a band of guilds, an alliance, if you will. And their idea is that the only way to escape this place is for your character to die. And they are taking it upon themselves to kill everybody before they kill themselves. They say the only way for us to be free is to slaughter the server.
So they're a PKing guild?
Yes.
Imagine fucking being in a situation like this and starting a PKing guild. Lunatics.
It sounds like a PKing religion.
It sort of is.
But
Yeah,
like a bunch of psychos.
If they have so much faith, why don't they just kill themselves?
They plan
Well-
to last.
Because we don't have the faith. They think they're doing the righteous thing by killing players. They
They
think they're saving us.
give themselves the title of shepherds.
Well, we're gonna have to deal with that, I guess.
Oh yes.
Oh.
There's a couple of pretty big, maybe not big in numbers but big in power guilds that are part of this. Some have already begun to move on to other areas, and it's not going to be easy. We've dealt with a couple of members ourselves already.
We're gonna have to form our own alliance.
Wait,
Is there any like is
Wait.
Brown Chicken Brown Cow like close with any like other raiding guilds? Like
No,
strong people?
not yet. We are still working through the dungeons. We haven't even tackled the final dungeon for this area yet. Never mind any large scale raids.
Okay.
did you say you encountered them?
The couple of members, they were in their own, not even in a guild yet. They were independents, but they had set their personal titles to be shepherds of the new life, and they ambushed us when we were resting.
And what happened? Did they kill anyone? Did you kill them?
We, in the scuffle, unfortunately, had to do away with one of them. The other ran.
As long as you guys are good, like, do what you gotta do to survive.
We don't know what happens right now. Is it like all those stories where, like the Matrix, you die in here, you die in real life? Or are they right and we're just being ejected? We don't know.
We're not going to find out.
Yeah, like, do you want to take the odds? Because I don't.
We didn't either.
First thing RWC does, like, right away, opens up his, like, his chat thing. Can he... Jerome is an NPC, but is there a way that you can ping NPCs or something that you've met if you have allied them somehow with your guild?
Not that you know of, no. The in-game, like, messaging and alerts and everything seems to be just for player characters.
Okay. Okay.
Well, we're definitely gonna need allies. What I think I'm gonna need from Brown Chicken Brown Cow is I'm gonna need you guys to, like, get buddy with some other raiding guilds, you know what I mean? Spread the word that, we're looking to form an alliance to combat these new lifers. We're gonna need tough motherfuckers, we're gonna need raiders, we're gonna need PvPers,
Mhm.
people that, can press buttons, hit W. We're gonna work on getting, like, mercantile guilds and shit so we can back you guys with money. You know what I mean? You can't have an army without fucking weapons and armor and shit. We're pretty good buddies with Moyle. We fucking help them out with a Laridan shell. So I think, you know what I mean? If I feel like Moyle will be aligned with our interests, because if the new lifers kill everybody, who the fuck's gonna buy their crafting gear? You know what I'm saying?
Rainbows is like, yeah, dude, I understand. I'm like, I try to get close to the Shattered Legacy guild, but they're like, they're kind of a specific guild. It's supposed to be like an all like ladies guild, and I'm not really that type, I try to be nice to them, but they kind of put me off. But I mean, they seem to be in the area, like doing the same shit we are. Last I heard, they were kind of nearby. If you want us to try and give another little try at like talking to them or something, dude.
If you have a contact with them, maybe have them come meet us here.
Last I heard, they were hanging around the starter town, Kipswitch. There's something weird going on there. Something about some guy calling himself the Farm Baron. So they're like doing something with that.
Oh,
Okay.
all right.
Why don't we just gather up all of our stuff and run right at these guys and take them out? New lifers started killing people. Why don't we just run up on them, stab them a few times, and that's it?
Well, we could do that, but also, how many of our people would die?
Yeah, like, our forces are small right now. Kepchi's gonna pull up the menu.
Yeah.
I'm assuming there's like obviously there's guild leaderboards.
Yeah.
I'm assuming there may be something similar for like alliances. He's gonna look the New Life Alliance up.
Okay, there's a couple of guilds registered to that, but a very small amount, which is odd considering that they were just telling you there's a quite a few people joining.
Okay.
Listen, the more prep time they're getting, they're gonna get bigger too. So I say we spearhead it, find these new lifers, and stop them right away.
What, body them with our group of 10?
Can they swim?
That's what spearhead means, KFG. No,
Look,
Salty.
look, this isn't like some fucking 5v5 squad fucking PvP. This is guild v guild. This is bigger than guild v guild. This is alliance v alliance.
That's what I'm saying. We sneak in, maybe when they're sleeping, jump them.
When you're looking at these boards, by the way, the top leader for anyone that's labeled with like this lifer thing or whatever it is, seems to be someone by the name of Vasati, and it's that picture that comes up.
Have we encountered this character before?
You have in the tavern.
Oh,
there was a whole
fucking role players.
The whole group of lizard people.
Those lizard people. I don't know them. Nope, never seen them before in my life.
That explains why the numbers are low.
Yeah,
they're fucking lizard role players. They only let lizards in, but they've fucking spread their ideals so far that they have people just championing their goddamn name. We can't get a true gauge of their strength.
The longer they're out there, they're gonna kill more players.
Look,
and
we have to assume
their guild name, by the way, you see, is the Royal Vineyard.
We should act now, like.
We just need to. I think we should build up our defenses.
Yeah,
just
like
be ready if they come to us.
As much as I'd love to go body these guys, I literally cannot solo a guild. That's just like, as much as I would love to dab on an entire guild and have that be like the legacy of KFG in the forums. I just there's too much, bro.
I think everybody's underestimating the value of a canoe.
Here we go with the
You're asking me to dab on an alliance, bro.
Well, you see, if we have
like
canoes
5 guilds
and they don't have canoes, what are they gonna do when we're in canoes and they have their canoeless?
Royale's just like, throw them in the pit.
Oh, the pit, the canoes! Oh my god!
I almost spit my water.
I want to murder, okay? Sitting around here planning. This is silly. We prep for 5 days, they're going to prep for 5 days and kill more people.
But where do we start? We can't just wage war without having a plan.
Our guild total's less than 20 people. What is their guild total? What is their alliance? Our alliance, not our guild. Our total alliance of everyone combined is like less than 25 people versus their...
but they're what? You said on the little on your little TV screen there that there's only like 3 lizard people. What if we just go beat up the 3 lizard people, or just convince them to stop being rude, and just if that's what they believe, they can believe it, and they don't got to push it on other people.
I think the first thing we should do is rescue the Orcs of Peace.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're getting a little ahead of ourselves here.
I thought we were waiting here for Marco.
We are waiting here for Marco, but once we figure that out, we have to go get them. They're in trouble, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
We can't go fucking spearhead. We're at like half capacity, you know what I mean? We don't even know what the hell's... We're like 66%, right? We got BC, us, we're all chill, but what the fuck is going on with Oop, you know what I mean? Our homies to worry about. We can't just declare fucking alliance wars.
Well, my suggestion...
They're having an alliance war with everyone else right now!
No, bro, they're declaring war on fucking civilization. They're doing acts of terrorism, okay?
I think guild falls under civilization.
And that kind of brings you back to that we should build up our defenses before in the time it takes for Marco to get here.
Yes, that's why I wanted to hang out here. I know you wanted to get some food and shit. That's going to be good for storage and stuff. I want to
Well,
So there are
We-
some
we-
rubble.
We have 4 very capable beings here: Tumblehome, Felix, Chester, and Bernard. If you need them to do anything, you can. They're very helpful.
RWC looks at rainbows and he's like, "Bruh, can you help me in the forge?"
I'm not really that handy with like forge stuff, but Heyman can go with you.
Oh, well, Hammond, then yes, please come to the forge.
Yeah. So he gets up. He's like, "What can I do for you?"
First question I have to ask DM is, how many materials did we get when we were underground? Because I remember we found a bunch.
It was mostly building materials. I think you found. I think we added them to your
Guild bank?
Guild
Your
bank,
guild
is that
bank.
the 4 that are there?
yeah.
There's the building, metal, organics, and wood.
Yeah. You found some. You found it was mostly building materials.
Okay. What I need Hammond to do is I summon my like claw gauntlets. And I'm like, I've had this thought lately. I have this magic power and I want to be able to do something with it. Can you help me?
I can try. I've dabbled in some of the crafting skills because someone in our group needed to, but we are still mostly a raiding group. I can assist you at the very least. I'm not the highest skilled.
That's all I need for you is to do the mechanical stuff, and I will take care of the magic bit, or at least I'll try to take care of the magic bit.
Yeah, of course, and weapons and armor, especially metal stuff, is the specialty I was going in. Look at me, and he looks down. He's in full plate, he's obviously for a reason. So yeah, he snaps his fingers, and he actually the full plate goes away and is actually replaced with a blacksmith's outfit.
Okay. He summons the tiger claws, puts them down, and he's like, the first step, and he pulls out, he's been drawing a blueprint, or a shoddy blueprint. He's like, I want to turn them into wolf claws.
Okay, all right, so you want to reskin them, basically.
Yes, but on top of that, while you're reworking them, I'm going to use this, and I'm going to take the tuft of Monty's hair, and I'm going to say, I'm going to use this and imbue it into the claws, to try to be able to bring him back, to summon him again.
Summon who?
A friend.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can't see why not. I'm scanning it now, because I'm high enough level I can at least scan things, and it looks like it actually, that's part of the properties of what the hair does already, so should be easy enough to incorporate for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, with that, he goes over, starts inspecting the forge, gives it a real that grunt and nod of approval, this is a good find. It's workable for now. I doubt we could do anything more complex than the reskinning and imbuing of that without fixing the area up, but this is a good find, by the way.
Yeah, for now that's all we need, but we have a forge that if we need it, we can bang some things out quick,
And with that, he would easily get to work helping you out.
Okay.
So, I'm not going to make you roll for either of those, really, actually, for the most part, because the properties of summoning him with the tuft of fur is actually what the fur was already there to do. And reskinning the visuals of it, it's not something I'm going to make you roll for. That's just, you're putting in the hours of work. We've got this background montage going on of you guys heating it up and helping each other, you're banging on it. It's a video game crafting system, so it's you don't need the same level of finesse as you would in real life. You're just kind of banging on it, and over time you see the form slowly morphing into what you have designed in your mind, or whatever you've sketched out in the sketch pad or whatever.
Okay.
But
they're more the hands are more like gloves now, and they've got just these claws on the end of them.
Yeah, I like it. All right. While you guys are working in there, a couple hours have passed. It's the middle of the night. In-game night. Obviously, once again, several in-game days would pass in a real day for you guys. But it's the middle of the in-game night. You guys are around the fire. You've cooked some fish. It's enough to go around. Everyone puts in a little bit extra bits and bobs that they found, and you've got your cooking dad now, which I'm assuming is kind of who, since Royale with Cheese is a little busy foraging, I'm assuming the cooking dad's kind of doing the cooking for the night.
Yeah,
proving his worth.
Proving his worth. He's probably not the greatest at it. He's enough that he'll make a good, solid, hearty, home cooked style meal. He won't do anything stupidly fancy with it, but it will be good.
His thing is that he makes everything very basic, just straight. He fries up shrimp and he calls it low country shrimp, and acts like it's really good, but it's just fried shrimp.
It's just stuff. He is a meat and potatoes man at heart, and he doesn't need complexity. If it tastes good and it feeds you, that's all you need.
He gives it a fancy name and jazzes up the display. There's some fucking parsley on the side of every dish.
Yeah, he watches a lot of cooking shows, so he tries to fancy things up. But again, it's just
I have a charred flour puff here for you. That's just toast. But it's in the middle of this meal that a form in the darkness, who you almost didn't see at first, just kind of is finally appears in the darkness in the light of the campfire, and you see the black robes and the white skull face finally shambling up. You can hear his wheezing. He doesn't. I mean, it's hard to tell if he's looking good or not, considering he has a skull face. But he's wheezing and he's sort of shambling forward. Doesn't look like he's feeling too great. But Marco arrives. Where's my stuff?
Oh yeah. We Tiff, you pass him the journal or whatever. He's like, here's your book.
I throw the food up in the air, get scared, but oh shit! People gotta stop scaring me, man. What's up, Marco?
He takes the book, not even asking about anything else right now. First, he takes the book, opens it up, and you see that once again the weird, glitchy, scrawling symbols of some kind you weren't able to translate, sort of flowing across the page, and he puts his palm upon the pages, and it's almost like the symbols begin to be absorbed by his hand, being pulled from the page until the pages themselves are blank. And you can see him go, the noise recedes.
So what did you just do there, Marco?
Read my notes. They took a form appropriate to the theme of where we are. Yes.
No, you said the noise. What did you do?
My mind was weakened, but it is no longer that I am becoming me again, and with time I will regain my abilities, my strength, and together we will deal with the foes and the evils. We are under threat, my friends. Quickly, is the other thing safe? Let me see. And he holds out his hand.
Yeah, it's inside. We figured it probably shouldn't be outside, right?
which evils and foes?
Yeah.
Those,
Don't worry, it's safe. It's locked away.
those that have said we have sinned and wish to cleanse us.
What, the new lifers?
No, not the people. Something like what I have found in that box. They say we are sinners. We are just people trying to get by. Give me the box.
The box is inside. I think we want to know a bit more about A little bit more information, though. How can we protect ourselves from the noise?
I'm sorry, it will take time for my memories to reassemble themselves. It will take time for my strength and everything to resort. But if I could have that back, mayhaps we can do something about this and deal with the real enemies around.
Oh yeah, that's your rightful property, and you'll get it. And
he reaches out again. The box. And
you are on the side of people who want to, live,
I am
escape.
on the side of freedom. We should not be shackled by the rules of those that would cleanse us because we do not fit their ideals. Give me the box. And he reaches out and you see the white of his skeleton hand, the black sleeve. The inside is lined with a red material, and he's reaching out. He's like, please, if we do not do this, we could be attacked.
I trust this guy completely. We should give back his property.
Exactly.
Sorry,
Strange.
You said his sleeve was lined with a red material?
Yeah, on the inside, you're noticing flashes as he moves around that the inside of the black robe is lined with a red material. Like a magician's cape.
Not sure if the red's supposed to mean anything. I know we have red in our guild logo.
No, but
Don't give it to the red one.
Billy said.
Save the
what
red
did
ones
you
for
say
last.
specifically? Billy?
Yes.
What did the thing say to you?
Don't give the box to the red one.
What thing?
Don't worry about it.
His name's Orby, but you don't worry about it. Yeah.
If they were talking to you, they were attempting to corrupt you. They would cleanse you.
Royale steps out in front and bears the claws, and if you want to show my new picture...
Oh, you got a new picture? Let's go. Alright. Royale with cheeses.
Nice.
Oh, he's got the glizzy too.
The different beard because he cut the lock.
Oh, yeah.
How about this, Marco? Maybe we wait till some of your memories come back before you touch that thing too.
If we don't keep it contained, it will break free eventually.
Step up with RWC. I'm like, don't worry, we'll keep it safe, man. Don't worry.
You said you don't have your memories. Can you even trust what you're saying right now?
They are coming back slowly, and I know I can trust me.
Well, how are you going to keep it in the box? But it's your property. We should give it back.
Yes.
You guys are kind of being weird.
Emmett is correct.
Yeah. He seems like a stand-up fine gentleman.
What happened to the Orcs of Peace, Marco?
The Orcs of Peace?
Yeah, the camp we sent you to, remember?
It was
attacked.
Empty.
Empty when you got there?
Yes.
Can I roll to determine if he's lying?
Yeah, I kind of want to insight this.
Yeah, I'll give it to you guys. I'll let you give it a try. It's an intellect task.
Insight?
Yeah, if you've got something like a skill that matches that type of thing, go feel free. It's he's sensing emotions or getting a bead on something or anything like that. Intellect based.
Ooh.
Difficulty 5s. Okay, you're not getting a huge amount of information out of it, but something's fishy. Something don't smell right.
1, 2. Oh no.
I mean, I'm actually hindered at this, but I'll roll because we're all rolling.
You're bad at this.
He seems fine to me.
We trust him.
Royale gets into a defensive stance and once again says, I don't think we're going to do that just yet.
KFG can't tell what's up, but he trusts his buddy RWC, so he's still kind of, and he was suspicious beforehand.
Yeah, I'm gonna step in front now too and be like, yeah, this isn't happening.
Okay, so yeah, you guys can see where this is going at this point. So like wind
hold on,
come
hold
out,
on.
the fire flickers, like leaves and everything pushing everywhere, and you see his cloak kind of like billows around, almost turning inside out as Marco indeed changes form in front of you, looking the same but different. Give me what's mine.
He's the red one. Look at.
Well,
Yeah.
Tell you
Pull out
what,
the sword.
tradesies, you can have your orcs back. Give me what's mine.
No dice, brother.
well,
Royale Cheese will like look at like put a hand on Billy's shoulder and say, "Take your dad and get that thing out of here."
have you ever heard about
The Alaskan tribes that put together canoes out of whale bones and like fat and skin that they had to stretch across. And I'm gonna babble about
Yeah,
canoes,
he's throwing buffs up.
and I'm gonna try to cast erase memories.
You're gonna try and erase memories. All right, let's fucking go. All right.
You reach into the mind of a creature immediately in range and make an intellect roll. On a success, you erase up to the last 5 minutes of its memory.
I will let you
I
know
don't know
now.
what that would mean here, but
Even in his weakened state, you feel the power leaking off of him. You do not think this is going to be easy. This is going to be, you think this is going to be like pushing the limits of what you can do on the best of days. But that's what effort's for.
Can I? I'm going to turn around to Emmett and say, "I love your canoe stories, bud." And I'm going to touch him and give him the stim subtle cipher, easing the next action taken by 3 steps.
Stim, I like it. So as this thing, he's sort of still powering up, raising above the ground, and since you flavor your ciphers as like spells, you kind of craft like this aura or energy about him. Like, what do you do exactly? How does this stim cipher manifest for you?
Like he touches like Emmett's shoulder, just like in a like a comrade way, and you see his claws glow for a second as the magic surges through and into Emmett.
Okay, Emmett. So this roll is going to be eased by 1.
By 3 steps.
By 3 steps. Oh shit! Yes, you're correct. Eased by 3 steps. Okay, I like it.
oh my god, okay, so
Make sure you add that to your calculation.
eased by 3. And then we'll do 2 levels of that. And yeah, I think that's all I can do and pray. Yeah, so they would stretch the skin across these bones and make these rafts. And they would use a little bit of wood, but mostly it was bones. And you can just see Emmett is absolutely nervous. But like, it's like a nervous twitch, like when somebody starts laughing, but he just starts talking about canoes and looking at this thing. And he's honestly still pretty close to it because he has to be to try this.
Okay, so you've got that like edgy manic sort of like tone to the voice.
Yeah, because Emmett is scared.
So yeah,
And let's go.
ease it by 3 and difficulty 10. Damn. Yes. Okay. If I said no right now, you'd have to be concerned. So. All right. So you do this, talking about like you're bombarding him with these canoe facts in the way that Emmett does. Like distracting him for a moment, just as he looks like he's still trying to coalesce his power, still implant these memories into himself. You still see the runes from the book rippling along his forms and down his robes and everything, and you are so pervasive and so just in his face about it, like actually getting right up to him. I feel like you had to get like right up to him to do this, so much so that he actually drops to the ground and loses concentration enough that this process of reintegrating his memories starts to fail, and you hear it as he extends a hand forward, and once again the book sort of rematerializes in his hand, and not all of them, but a good portion of the ruins gets sucked back off of him and into the book, which then drops down at your feet.
Oh yeah, snatching that up right away and throwing that in my player inventory.
Hit him!
So
at this point, Royale Cheese is gonna run up and fucking like stick the claw under his chin and start dragging him away from the fucking castle.
Okay. All right. Go ahead, and I would like you to make an attack with your claws. And he is so distraught and distracted and dazed and everything. Ease it by 2 steps.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna look at Billy and be like, Billy, I know you're scared. I know things are tough right now, but I need you to reach deep down, be brave, and hit this guy in the head.
Oh yeah, KFG looks at like BC, and he's like, "This might be looking like a raid boss."
All right.
You get that XP in early.
Add 2 levels of effort to this as well.
Yeah. So we'll start with RWC, and then we'll move on to thank you very much. After.
Beats difficulty 6.
That is not enough.
Can I use an XP to reroll?
You can, yes.
Okay.
He's like, you're digging in with the claws, and it's something weird and solid but fluid at the same time, and you're having to like really push that extra.
Oh wait, I can just. Yes. I'm trying to reroll, but it's not letting me reroll.
And if we had a pit of fungus
weird. Just do a roll and then just like ease it by the 4 steps so that it doesn't recost. Okay. Weird that it's not working. I didn't do any updates or anything. Should be working fine. Whatever.
That's not better.
That is not better. Yeah, you're going in, you're pushing hard with the claw, and like it's not hurting him in any way, it's not pushing him in any way. Once again, he's still out of it and having a hard time focusing as he's sort of out of instinct, is almost like grabbing onto you just to like steady himself. As thank you very much. How are you coming in on him? Like from the side or behind or whatever?
So I also have stim, but that takes an action, right?
It would.
Or are we just not caring about
it?
That right
would
now?
Normally, in this situation, I'm not too worried about like combat flow, because he is dazed, like he just lost part of his mind again, like he's there. So I'm giving you guys like more than just a couple of seconds. So if you wanted to like incorporate the stim into yourself as this like big Hail Mary swing, I would allow you to mix it. It's fine.
Yeah, so I would do that.
Okay.
Could I inspire an aggression while I'm talking about canoes?
I will allow it. You did so good with that difficulty 10 before that you not only you knocked him for a loop, but you just continue the flow of the canoes. Just be like, and Billy, don't forget about, and then like going on to a canoe fact. So yeah, Billy, go ahead and ease it by the 2 that I said for Royale with cheese, and then you'll also get an asset, or eased or whatever Emmett's giving you.
An asset.
Asset. So yeah, ease it by 2, apply asset.
It's too bad that this one cipher I have the teleporter. Apparently, it's the user teleports, so I would teleport him away.
So in total, you've got your stim that's easing it by 3, you're easing it by 2, and you get an asset. It's going to be eased by 6 in total by the time you're done.
Effort from other. Sorry, you went faster.
Sorry, you're getting an asset, and you're easing it a total of 5 times. Jesus. Wow. Teamwork.
It's saying too many effort levels.
Well, you're easing it, not applying effort.
Yeah, at the bottom you should see eased by.
Oh, eased by.
Yeah, eased by 5, and then you're going to want to add 1 asset. Yeah. Jesus. That's the power of teamwork and ciphers. See, that's how you play cipher, people. It's teamwork. Difficulty 13. No.
And this is the one that stunned. This is the one that dazes him too.
Oh shit.
Oh,
Yeah, it is.
no.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Okay. So you describe to me what you come in with this bash. Like what happened? What is happening here? Is you're like hitting him and dazing him?
So he's there. You said he went on his knees or whatever.
He's on his still standing, but he's not like floating anymore. He's not flying or anything.
All right. Well, with that, and RWC's trying to like pull him away, but then I come around and instead of like hitting him with the sharp side of the sword, I full on baseball bat with like the more blunt side of the sword, but I put it close to my hand so that it gives it that extra oomph.
Okay.
You know, like not near the end of the blade, but close to the hilt of the blade, of just thwack him one to try and like knock him into next week.
So that's going to be enough. I'm going to say that you that's so far over the difficulty. I'm going to count it as if it was like an effect and just drop him to his knees on top of him being like dazed and stuff. As you just like this, he doesn't seem to be having rational thought at the moment. He is just here on his knees, just like, as like KFG, you'd like did that, like probably I've pictured like a spin on your knees as you would like gotten the book up and just like we're stuffing it into your your inventory as you like twirl away out of his reach. Gluckster, what are you doing in this situation? You're the only one that hasn't acted yet.
He'd be creeping up from the back, like the dark blade spinning in his one hand and the glizzy in the other hand. You'll see him go to his knees. He'll go up behind him and he's going to shoot him in the back of the head.
Yeah.
I suppose I just say something cool right now, but fuck you, Marco. Just shoots him.
Fuck you, Marco. All right, yeah. So you're just like glizzy to the temple type thing, just like let's go.
Like right after, yeah.
Okay.
That's where Billy put him down onto his knees.
So it is being eased by 3 right off the bat.
Okay.
Well, technically eased by 2 and an asset. Doesn't really matter at this point. And
I'll apply effort.
Okay, all right, and I think, yeah, and this will be considered a surprise attack for extra damage. Oh my god!
Oh my god!
Shit.
Look, the rogues always do bonus damage on the surprise rounds, right? That's like their class feature.
Are you this nat 20? Are you doing an effect or just applying it to the straight up damage?
What would be a cool effect? Like the fucking bullet like bounces around in his head like a pinball, like I don't know.
Messes up his
hollow,
memory
I
board.
presume. I don't know.
Yeah, if you want a major effect, it could be enough that it's just it basically completely knocks him for a loop. Like he's just not going to be able to do anything for this.
Just got like permanent amnesia for the rest of his life now.
Oh yeah,
well, maybe not that much, but yeah. Okay, so with the major effect, and plus you had an extra 2 damage from your surprise attack. Like it's a ridiculous amount of damage. You like right to the temple, just like bang, and you guys hear like the ding 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 ding, and you see the white, you don't know if it's a porcelain or what, but you see the mask actually splinter and crack across of it, almost like there's like a little crater where the bullet had gone through and then it's cracked and there's like red light leaking from out of the mask. You do hear one final as he actually seems to fade, almost wraith form style, and flutters into the sky and away. Where you guys now still hold a significant portion of his memories and or power.
Was Marco evil?
Yes, Emmett. Marco was evil.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he's definitely the red one.
Like put the glizzy away. Just nah, he definitely was an evil limit.
No, he definitely was evil. He's already confused. He thought Marco was a trustworthy guy.
I just shot him in the head just because I felt like, of course he was evil, Emmett. Come on.
Well, don't yell at me. Like I'm like he was being cool and everything was fine, but then you guys started accusing him stuff. Then he got angry, and I just started talking about canoes.
We accused him of stuff that was true, I guess, and that's why he got mad and tried to kill us.
So
Rainbows actually stands up. He's like, "What the fuck just happened? Also, you guys are fucking fast, dude."
It's PvP reflexes.
I guess so. Yeah, mobs move a hell of a lot slower than that, man. Like, fucking. What do you think, Fenian? And like Fenian comes up, he's like, "I don't know what exactly just happened, but was this a boss fight that I didn't know about?"
No, that was some guy who is kind of a player, but kind of not, I think.
A player? With that? It seems quite a bit of power.
It'll be easier to show you. Let me... And KFG will pull up the friends list, which I assume he still has Marco on. Maybe not.
You are the equivalent of blocked.
Wow.
Maybe KFG has like a screenshot of like his weird ass fucking
Like,
thing.
the name is there, but you can't see his status anymore, and it's got like a strike through it. And it's like grayed out. But you can still see the name exists.
Is it striked and grayed out similar to the way those names were striked and grayed out on Rainbow's Friends
No,
list
it's got like a symbol beside it, just like he blocked it.
Okay.
The reason it's striked out is just because like you're not allowed to see his status anymore.
Right, yeah, I can't know if he's online or not because I'm blocked.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Well, he blocked me, so I can't show you, but yeah, I think he's an alien.
Emmett, what did you do to his brain, dog?
An alien.
Well, I was just telling him about the Inuit tribes that used whale skins to create canoes so they could go out in the rivers and they would catch fish. Mostly trout. Believe it or not, you wouldn't think the trout are a cold water fish, but trout is actually, they thrive in cold water territories. But they would build these canoes. And have you heard about this?
Gluckster, what did you do to that guy's brain, dog?
Look, both of you guys did some really serious things to that guy's brain, but on completely different levels. And it did some, like, the most emotional damage I've ever seen anyone take in my entire life. And then Gluckster that guy shouldn't even be alive, I don't think. Like, unless he has another brain in a different part of his body. That shit's Swiss cheese, dog.
Billy, too.
Billy also
the most emotional damage.
knocked him right on his ass. I'm proud of you.
Billy, when did you become Hercules, by the way? What the you've had this power inside you the whole time? You've just been holding back? Like, come on, bro.
I'm just gonna start flexing. Like,
There's Billy.
Look, you know what? At least you showed your true power when the chips were fucking down.
There's no need to be scared. You're stronger and more brave than you think.
All right. If he was the one who did something to the Orcs of Peace, maybe we can save Bernard.
Didn't they say something about an angel?
He literally claimed that he has them, so he definitely fucking has Bernard. Or, I mean, I don't know, maybe he's dead now.
Don't we have his book of memories?
Yeah. KFG's gonna pass it to RWC, because he's like, Chaos Mage, does, wild knowledge and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, can I glean anything from the book?
If anyone's gonna, be able to do it.
Looking in the book, once again, it's that strange glyphs you don't understand, like scrolling across the page and everything. I mean, if you really wanted to like sit down and like over the next while start to study it, you think it's going to be a long-term project, but if you want to delve down that road, I mean, you could certainly try.
I can hold on to Marco's book for now then, and we can make that a project.
Marco's not going to be any fucking help with deciphering this shit.
I think the other thing we should do is we should keep Brown Chicken, Brown Cow close to home and have them explore the tombs under the ruins.
Finish clearing the guild hall?
Yeah,
Well,
there's a ton of stuff that we haven't checked
the underlayer, yeah.
We also need to be careful about leaving anybody here, though, because, there's those hooligans out and about.
Also, Marco knows where our base is.
Better reason to have them here exploring.
Nimue actually looks, she's like, we've been doing a lot lately, and honestly, we had been thinking of a bit of downtime anyways. None of us are really good in the way of crafting or building, but if there's some sort of catacombs or tombs or something down below, we could definitely deal with that. Maybe do some cursory tidying up of the place as well.
Yeah, dude, guys, go buck wild. Absolutely.
I could leave Bernard and Chester here as well, and they could direct them a bit and maybe hunt, cut some trees down, build some shit. What kind of stuff? Do you want to build anything?
I guess the first thing we need is a proper guild hall, right?
Yeah. I also want to dedicate a wing to Brown Chicken, Brown Cow.
Yeah.
Have their own section of the guild hall where they can do literally anything they want with it. You know what I mean? Set it up however the fuck you guys want, do whatever the hell you want with it.
I might make a suggestion before we start doing things like a hall or anything to bring people in or whatnot, is we may want areas to, like a kitchen, places to prepare meals and such, production.
Yep.
That's smart, yeah.
And then me as a GM saying this mechanically, if you were to do the haul right now, it would increase your consumption score, and you have nothing giving you stock. So you'd start to be in negatives, and that's bad.
Negatives of stuff that we don't have.
The kitchen's a great idea anyway. We already have 2 people who can cook.
We can kind of store ingredients somewhere. Got plenty of places, right? At least until we can build a proper storeroom.
Yep.
We'll just try not to hold on to too much stuff at one time, I would hate for this place to smell like rotten fish.
The last thing we heard from the Orcs of Peace, they were talking about some sort of angel, weren't they? Or am I going crazy?
Well, it was Marco who told us.
Yeah, they said the Red Angel. Well, he said the Red Angel attacked the Orcs of Peace, but he's clearly the Red Angel.
I was going to say, what if that's what he means by alien? Like angel, alien from the sky, you know what I mean?
He's an angel. That checks out.
Well, the orb
I'm
said
confused.
that the closest thing he would be is an angel. To what
That's
we
what I
would
mean.
know.
That's what he said about Marco?
No, about himself. And then he said... Yeah, and then he was talking about the red one, and yeah.
Pretty sure Marco's the red one.
I think we should check on the Orcs of Peace, because we can only speculate until we actually go.
Yeah.
Look for clues and stuff there, yeah. See if anyone else... Any orcs are still there?
BCBC can take care of the guild hall for a little bit. We'll roll in to check on the orcs.
And the dads.
Yeah, we're all a little confused by this angel thing and him asking for a box. What's in the box, by the way?
We have no idea.
Don't open it.
We got it. Right.
The only thing we've learned so far is that the box is it's covered in binding runes that are used to bind celestial beings, divine beings.
Like an angel.
It probably, yeah.
Right. All right. So
that's what we're thinking might be in there.
So there's an angel in the box that the bad angel wanted. And it said don't open the box.
Yeah.
Got it. All right. I think we're picking it up. We're getting it. Okay. I'm not. I'm actually not getting anything. I don't.
That's okay. You do what you do best and explore the ruins and see if you can get some cool swag down there to sell for the guild.
Yeah, I did.
And some things for yourselves too. If there's anything cool that you guys like, fucking, you have first take before we get anything else. Just
fucking right.
Extra shit that you can't use, and then you're part of the guild. You get part of the overall take. It's all good.
All right. Yeah, What do you think, Nimue? We're on this, and she's just like, yeah, we're on this. We'll get this place cleared out so that we can build it up, and I dare say, make a bastion against all the bullshit that we're dealing with.
Oh, 100%.
For sure.
Let's, shit, it's fucking late, eh? Should we maybe turn in for the night before we go head in on check in on Kipswitch? There's the what do you call it there, right? The other guild? Or do we want to go straight to the orcs?
I think we need to check on the orcs as soon as possible. I don't know
Okay.
if waiting long is going to be a good idea.
Okay, alright.
Yeah, man. I mean, like, it's like, obviously it's like nighttime in like the game, dude, but I mean, I don't even know what time it is in like the real world now. Like, does anyone know how long we've been like in this fucking video game now? It feels like fucking weeks.
KFG is gonna pull up like the text and do like / playtime
Okay.
to see if it pulls up his total hours or whatever, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Because they haven't logged out.
yeah, /played, that makes sense. Yeah, so I would say at this point, you guys have probably been in here for probably a little over a week real time.
So however many hours that
Yeah, whatever
24 times 7,
whatever hours that is, yeah.
like 160 hours or some shit of playtime.
Yeah. Hardcore.
Yeah. KFG will just like do the math, like divide by 24 and just be like, oh yeah, X many days, like 8 days or some shit.
Holy shit, dude. That's like so long, man. Like, this is the second longest amount of time I've ever been in a video game.
What was the longest?
Oh, I think it was Final Fantasy 37.
Oh, nice.
The fifth online one that they made.
Right.
Yeah, they released the Indigo Skies expansion where you could like ride around in the flying turtle things, and I just fucking loved that, dude. I was in it for like, I spent like a couple of weeks like playing it, and you know, I had like the pee bottle beside my desk and everything. It was pretty good. It was pretty good.
Yeah, like the chair with the hole cut in the bottom, so you don't even have to get the bucket. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, man. Yeah, man. Oh, I didn't live stream it, so I could just play bottomless. It was all right.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah. Did you see like Fenian, the other guy in the corner, the this guy that looks unfortunately vaguely like Mel Brooks, or not Mel Brooks, Mel Gibson. Like in the corner, he's like, oh, sometimes I wonder why I joined this game with the rest of you. If we've been in here a week, I've got kids in the outside that I'd really like to get back to. I'm really hoping that my brother's taking care of them, but they were not in the game with me, and I'm not sure. I'm getting kind of concerned, and I'd really like to find a way out of this.
We're working on it.
Yeah, it seems like that's going to be a bit of a hard to reach long-term goal for right now.
I hope that's not going to be that long.
Think about the idea that your kids are probably in a better situation than what you are in right now.
At least they're not trapped in here with you, you know?
Hey.
Yeah.
That's true.
I'll pat him on the chest and be like, yeah, Emmett's in here with his son.
Oh, shit. Well, at least you know where your kids are. Although, sorry that he's trapped in here with you.
Yeah, the uncertainty is a lot to deal with, but you take it one step at a time.
I guess.
Right now, I think the step is to go check on our friends, and maybe they'll be able to tell us some more things about these angels and what's going on, and maybe through that we can find a way out. It's the only real hope we have.
KFG is going to explain in depth what the corruption is in the catacombs.
Okay.
Just before he he just like randomly remembers. He's like, oh yeah, by the way, there's this stuff called corruption down there. Just it flings off the walls and fire bad and water good and all that shit.
Oh shit! You want us to like take like we can like clean that out with the rest of it then?
I feel like we can, but we had some weird ideas about possibly using it as toxic storage, and or RWC wanted to make a fucking death pit with it.
A
I
death
don't know how
pit.
you guys feel about.
You guys
yeah,
are
like,
fucking nuts, man. That's awesome.
That's what I. Oh god.
I'm gonna scoot over to KFG and be like, "You were talking about piss jugs? What's your damage?"
What, you've never gamed for like, what, 86 hours straight and just need to piss in a jug, bro?
How far is your room from the place you play the game to
Bro.
the bathroom?
You never been on like a 16-hour car ride and your parents won't let you stop, so you gotta like piss in the jug while you fucking hold the Game Boy, but it's like, you know, and play at the same time? It's
No, see the secret,
on.
the real secret to like these like week-long play sessions is like you get like the special chair with like the hole in it and the board, and as long as you don't break the seal of your butt against the seat, the smell doesn't come out, man.
Yeah.
Okay, we gotta go.
This in-depth conversation of piss jugs. Oh,
KFG and Rainbow just being super degenerate in front of the entire
Yeah.
guild.
The rest of you are like, why are you alive?
How are you alive? Like, and the other thing is, if you live off just Mountain Dew and Doritos, you don't ever have to defecate the whole time.
Oh my god! Oh no!
the Doritos just turn into liquid.
Oh my
No,
god.
I mean, it just stays solid inside your body.
And the scene
brain-
fades to black.
So,
My
Yeah.
brain just full on went like, "Oh no, baby, what is you doing?"
how are you guys looking for like health wise? Should we chill for like?
Oh, sorry. You go.
Should we chill for like an hour, 10 hours? How tired are you?
We could chill for an hour.
I just need 4
Do you guys
points.
want to do that?
I'm a little tuckered out.
I'm pretty good.
Yeah, and you got you.
I
I
have
mean,
like 2 points missing.
I don't know what you can roll your recovery rolls, of course, as time allows. Whatever you need.
I'll get the canoes
Don't
ready
forget-
and everybody AIS in an hour.
And you-
I don't think we're not going to
AIS.
use the canoes. Oh wait, we can take
Yeah,
the
we-
canoe right up to it. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, you take the canoe up to the road and rock up the road.
Yeah, I'm fucking good with that.
yeah,
Alright.
yeah, because that's Kip switch. Oh,
Lead the way,
my picture's
navigator.
broken.
Oh no, not Kip Switch. The Orcs of Peace.
Orcs of
It's right
Peace,
up the
right.
river.
Oh yeah,
KFG, can I get a bit of that help?
I got you.
yeah.
Really
You,
improve.
you can
feelings.
canoe up until you're almost to that road, and then just like the rest of the way, walk the rest of the way.
And I'll be right back.
Okay.
Just because the canoes are safer.
You know what? This is a good time. Let's take a $5. Let's take a break and go get our drinks and use the washroom and all that. So we will be back momentarily. Switch back to the chatting. Or to the
So
thing.
for first skill, can I take a new one?
What do you mean? Can you take a new one? Like when you're doing?
I have 5 XP.
Yeah, oh yeah. That's one of the things you can check off on your character, your box, your advancements.
So if I hit skill, I can grab a new one.
It gives you a new skill, or upgrades an existing trained skill to specialized.
Because I think this awareness would be a really good one to have.
I think there's a limitation. You can't take combat skills with it, so you can't take like one of your attacks or defense or anything. But like any other skill, and once again, there's no. We're not running with it like a definitive skill list, so just whatever you think makes sense, and it can be relatively broad. As long as
There's
it's
one here,
as long as-
awareness that I saw.
yeah, if you want some sort of like an awareness perception type of thing, I'm looking at the wrong character sheet. Go for it. Do it up.
I think that would be good for us. Oh, why did it go into there?
By default, it always goes into the first category. You just got to edit it, and then in the settings, the first thing is sorting. Just choose a different category for the sorting. There you be.
It just stays this. Does it go to trained?
It starts out trained when you get the skill as an upgrade there, and then if you take it again like next tier, you could make it specialized if you wanted to.
Pool stays any pool or
The +4 to stat pools, you can split it up however you want.
This awareness thing.
Awareness, that's going to be an intellect.
So instead of saying any pool, I should switch it to intellect.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I can't see a time, like some skills it doesn't really matter, because like there might be times that like knowledge about swimming or something, so it might be like might or intellect, but with awareness I can't see it being anything but an intellect roll, so you might as well just predefine it.
Okay.
In that hour rest, can I get a new cipher, please? I just need one.
Yes, ma'am. Royale with cheese. Let's go back to the
Actually, sorry, that's not true. I want to re-roll motion sensor and juggle foo. So 3 new ciphers, please.
All right. So here, let's just clear these out for you. If you want to, I don't know if you want to get rid of the bigger fish or if you're keeping them in there for a reason. It's up to you.
I have them archived.
Okay. Just to remember what they are, just in case you need what, 3 of them? Because you can hold 5 bloody ciphers. Jesus. Why is one of these broken? Okay. Reroll that. Okay, whatever. Okay. So, first you're going to get bursts of speed for 1 minute. User who normally can only move a short distance and actually move a long distance instead. That's pretty fucking cool. You are going to get another first aid.
Can I re-roll that?
Yeah, sure. Here, let's get rid of the first aid.
Just so I don't have 2 of the same.
Wait, what's this one? Oh, okay. I was making sure it's still applicable. Hassle-free hotwire. Thankfully, it doesn't just mean hotwire. You can get an object to operate or unlock if there's a difficulty associated with it. Use the ciphers level. I don't know what it means by that. I think it means lower it by the cipher level. It's 4, so it's not bad. Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Compare it to the ciphers level. So if it's 4, like a 4th level like lock or device, it would just work. It would just happen.
Yeah.
Fucking A. And then finally, that is another burst of speed. That's boring. What is going on with the thing? Why is it going weird? There we go. Giving the sword to the noob. You haven't had that one in a while. An enemy who is holding a powerful weapon or object suddenly no longer knows how to use it. Effects last for a number of rounds equal to the cipher's level, and you got a 5.
I like that.
Yeah. I think you screwed me over. Was it the Pumpkin King that you used that one on?
I can't remember. I don't think I've had this one yet.
Oh, I thought... Oh, maybe it was someone else. Maybe it was Emmett. Someone used it at some point. I remember.
Used which now? Pumpkin King?
No, giving the sword to the noob cipher, where it makes it so they just forget how to use like their weapon or object or something. I thought I remember someone using it. I think it was on the Pumpkin King fight, but I can't remember. It was so
because
long ago.
we got his armor from him and his sword too, right? Like
Yeah,
both of them. And Billy has it, right?
Billy sword? Does. Oh, I forgot to remind you.
He had the armor.
You guys gave him something last time. What was it?
God. Was it in the guild bank? I can't even remember. Platt will remember.
Oh no, it was the teleporter cipher. Yeah. You gave him the teleporter cipher.
Yeah, you put that on a sheet.
Because
was that like an oh shit hit thing?
Yeah, they didn't have enough cipher slots open, and they're like, oh, we'll just assign it to Billy, so it waited in pending until you came back. And they thought like a travel cipher would be good for the guy that is there to defend people. So, but you got a long range one, like it's rated in miles, and you rolled 9.
Yeah, it's 100 times, so it's 900 miles.
Yeah. Which, I mean, that's basically this entire map. It's the entire thing. You can travel anywhere on this island continent thing. But it's only you,
Yeah.
which is the downfall. As I don't mind giving away things like teleportation to ciphers and stuff like that. Some DMs are like, oh, I don't like it. They could get wherever they wanted to go. And I'm like, ha ha ha. Yeah, but they're alone and it's one way.
Just wait till I get them alone.
Just wait. West Deck?
Yeah, right. It's like a good oh shit button teleport to a city or something, you know?
That's why I was hoping it was like one person. Like you choose one person and then I could have just done it to Marco.
I was, if he was still on the ground and alive, I was going to get you to hand me the teleport cipher so that I could teleport him into the sky and just drop him.
Teleport him like under the ocean.
Yeah, because all I have to do is
900 miles down, bro, like into the fucking Earth core.
All I have to do to cast my cipher on him is touch him.
It doesn't say anything about like getting shunted to the nearest whatever. Like I teleport you to the center of the Earth and you fucking
fry.
Immolate. Yeah, like or you're like in a bunch of stone, like or some shit.
The only thing is it does say they arrived safely with their possessions.
Oh.
Also, the teleporter is a manifest, not a subtle cipher.
Oh.
Unfortunately, your shenanigans only work with subtle ciphers.
Oh, that's why I didn't take it.
That's why you didn't take it, because you were going to, and then you realized it was a manifest cipher.
What does the manifest mean again?
It's a physical object.
Oh.
The subtle ciphers are usually like luck or inspiration, or in Royale Cheese's case, because he's got the like casts wild magic or whatever it's called. He treats them as if they were like individual spells. He can only use the subtle ciphers with all of his shenanigans, not the manifest ones. Like he can still use manifest, he just can't do the extra shit with it.
And like all of the extra ciphers that I get are subtle ciphers, not manifest ones. Like all my extra slots.
Honestly, it's a killer focus. It's definitely like I like a lot of different focuses in Cypher, but that particular one is pretty cool to play with.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm having a great time with it.
Much better than in the Numenera campaign, where I think you were a bit frustrated at the crafting system in Numenera.
Yeah. I've already made more in this game than I'd made in the Numenera campaign.
Yeah, and you were playing a right, which is like the crafting class. Yeah.
I eventually made a robot.
I mean, you made a few things. You made like the gravity sled, robot, workshop, stuff like that. But
and I made what is his name?
I don't know.
Oh, it's gonna kill me now.
Trying to remember. The Numenera game was a while ago. I don't remember now.
Kevin. I made Kevin.
Oh,
from Final Space.
From Final Space. That's right. Yeah, you made a robot, Kevin. Yeah.
Kevin.
That was crazy. Numenera is crazy, but I like. There's some foibles, little bits about some parts of the Numenera derivation of Cypher that I'd rather just use the standard Cypher.
Or the Strange.
Or the Strange. Yeah. Oh, yeah. We're gonna have fun with that soon, I think. Not this campaign. Your campaign. This campaign's custom. I think we are all back and good and ready to go. Yeah. All right. So the brown chicken, brown cow, like they pop up like a tent thing. Like you see them just like summon something. They throw it out and just like, bloop, there's like tents that come up and like summon and whatnot. Because I mean, the ruins are not exactly comfortable to sleep in right now. Having the actual like summonable tents are probably more comfortable. So they're just going to camp outside until they've cleared the place out.
They got the padded ones, you know what I mean? With like a little bit on the bottom and there's grass. It's not like a bunch of stones and bones.
Yeah,
exactly. Wait, we get 2 XP.
Do we?
Yeah, we completed the runes of Alberadar.
Oh yeah, you know what? Yeah. You're gonna get 2 experience from that. And you know, I might as well give it to you now. You made 2 discoveries over the last little while, so each person gives themselves 4 experience in total.
Oh nice. Yeah.
And we'll go.
I'm part of that too.
Yes.
Yeah, this was all this session.
This is
We
all this
discovered,
session so far. I was gonna wait to give it to you to the end, but just go ahead and give that and yeah.
Yeah, we discovered Marco's the Red Angel, and we fucking discovered, what do you call it? Like the noise and shit, right?
Yeah, we'll add on to your main quest at the end of the session as we discover what you're doing next. But yes, you were able to figure out the stuff with Marco, and you cleared out the ruins. You got his pack. That's what you needed to do for that quest. So, hour goes by. You guys rest for a while, and I do believe you were going to take off to head towards the Oop camp. Yes.
Yes.
Headed
Yep.
to Oop.
And to give you a 1 hour AIS.
It's going to take you probably the better part of like 2 hours to get there. Would have been like 4 hours over land, but because of the canoe being like half the trip, it's actually a lot faster. But you're able to get to Oop after about 4 hours of travel.
And I level up there too.
Nice. Yeah, we'll get that stuff handled between sessions.
Yeah.
So, as you approach, you get to Oop, and you find that the palisades and a few buildings that looks like they've started to erect and everything like that are all in perfect condition. There's nothing, they haven't been like blasted away. There's not even signs of a scuffle. No signs of combat, no blood, no bodies, no nothing. Just you get there and all of the orcs and the two like ogres, they're just gone.
Marco
checking,
legitimately did say that he has Bernard, so I assume he has the rest of them.
Yeah, and they were like, we couldn't reach them. It was like they were stuck in an instance, right?
Yeah.
I'm like looking through all the tents and like just not rummaging, but like looking for people and orcs.
Like,
Okay.
clearly this was Marco's doing. I don't know if whether he had help or not is to be determined, but he seemed pretty fucking powerful, so.
Is the camp completely empty? Like no one else is here?
No one else is here, as far as you can tell. It's just there's tools literally dropped in the middle of the mud, like someone was holding them. They just dropped them. The palisades are all perfectly fine. There's no damage. There's like two buildings that looks like they've been completed. One smaller building you think they were maybe using as like a storage shed, and a building that's mostly there, although it'll probably be expanded later. That looks to be like basically like a longhouse. And checking through the longhouse, there's not even anybody there. You see areas set up like it looks like they were probably, some people were in the middle of a meal and just left it.
Are the materials for the queen in the storage area?
The metal, like the ore and stuff. It looks like there's very little of it there. There's a lot of like excavated rock and whatnot. Once again, they wanted to get themselves well set up before they went full ham on the mining and the materials, and it hasn't really been that long yet for them.
Been like less than a week for them.
Yeah.
I'll like pick up the tools by the anvil and I'll be like, they just poofed.
Now, one thing you notice that's kind of strange, and I'm not going to make you roll for this because you're observant enough, you've gone through enough shit that you'll kind of notice it. You're going through the longhouse, you're looking at things and whatnot. In the center of the longhouse, there's that like almost like Viking style, like the big long like fire pit in the center of the longhouse, right? Where they do like their cooking or anything like that. It is dark, there's no fire in it or anything, but you notice when you get close to it that the coals, which are dark and cold, glitch a little bit. They shimmer almost. There's something wrong with them.
All right, let's inspect these closer.
Yeah, would we all be there and looking at this?
It's up to you. What do you think?
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, KFG would have gone to the longhouse to look for
Sure.
anybody.
I'm gonna grab like a poker
Okay.
and poke at them and see what happens.
Okay, you grab the poker, you poke at it, and the poker goes into the coals with no resistance, like as far as you want to reach. You pull the poker out, and it's fine, but it's not covered in like coal dust or like charcoal or anything like that.
What's going on here, Billy?
So like a small
Oh.
rock or something nearby. KFG wants to like toss it into the fire pit.
Yeah, you toss it. There's no sound. It just disappears.
I take my oar,
Okay.
poke at it.
Yeah.
Does like the fire react to the ore at all?
Well, once again, it's dark, no fire, and you poke at the coals, which are like I said, cold, dark coals, and the ore just goes in it, no resistance. You pull it out, the ore is fine.
I step inside.
Okay.
No.
So you step
I was
in,
gonna
you
try to
just
light it on fire.
you kind of like jump in. So just as Gluckster, just as you're like getting out like your flint and steel item and about to activate it, Royale Cheese just steps forward and just vanishes down into the coals.
Oh. Yeah.
Let me get
Hello?
scared. I'm like, oh shit!
Can you hear me?
KFG looks at the status menu.
Carolyn,
Like
don't
a
look into
little-
the light.
The HUD, right? Like where it shows like
Royale
the
with Cheese is unreachable at the moment, as if he's in an instanced area.
I'm gonna go down
Whoa.
onto my stomach and peek my head through.
It's
No,
an
Billy, don't. Put your face in there.
It's an instance.
Okay, so
So what if your head gets stuck in there and your body stays here? Careful, Billy.
Billy,
I'm stuck.
you're peeking through, and you kind of get dizzy for a moment as you see this like tunnel of energy or something in front of you that's shimmering and very difficult to focus on. Which is why we're going to go to Royale with Cheese for a moment and sort of describe what happened to you. So Royale with Cheese, you stepped into this and just immediately sank, like no resistance, as if you just like stepped off the edge of a cliff. You go into this, like, almost think of it like the Stargate transition that they used to use in like the earlier seasons or whatever, right? This tunnel that sort of like transfers you or transports you to a new area, winding back and forth, all sorts of like weird misty things in the landscape around you. It doesn't really make a lot of sense. It's all very digitized and glitchy as well. It has that like digital world feeling to it, as like numbers and strands and that like circuitry style, like things like bypassing you, till eventually you pop out of a wall, actually with sudden forward momentum, stumbling a little bit, finding yourself in the middle of what looks like a very, very basic, almost default dungeon-esque, like rough cobblestone floors, rough stone walls, couple of like nondescript torches, a rough stone ceiling, like barely, like say like 6 meters high. And there's a couple of like exits leading out of it as well.
He like looks around. He's like, "Hello, Bernard."
A head pops out, but it's not Bernard, but it is an orc. And you're not entirely sure because like you didn't spend a ton of time with all of them, but you think you do recognize him as being from the Orcs of Peace. Oh. And he's got like he's wearing like the flannel shirt with like the blue jeans, and he's got like the toque on and everything. So you're pretty sure he's from the Orcs of Peace. And he looks at you and goes, "Oh, here! Oh, nice to see a friendly face going on there, eh?"
Hey, how are you? Are you hurt? Are you doing okay?
Oh, yeah, little like we're doing okay, frankly. I mean, I say we. I'm not exactly sure where, like, you know, like everybody else is right now. I'm surprised I'm not hungry or thirsty or anything. I feel like I've been in here a while, but you know, it's like time's not even passing for me. You know, I'm just kind of sitting here doing my thing. Not really sure where I am.
Well, hopefully my group knows to come through or follow me. I we're gonna come in and try and help you get out of this, okay?
Oh, good. Oh, good. That's like well swell to hear, certainly. And with that, we're gonna pull the camera back through this tunnel again, once again focusing on the group in the longhouse with the coals. What are you guys doing that you see like Royale with cheese just like ploop, he's gone?
Well, he's gone. What? What do we do?
Follow him?
Yeah, after KFG like looked, and saw that he was in an instance, he's like, he's in an instance. It might be a dungeon. We definitely should go in there. Like,
He's not
Jump in
dead.
there.
he might not come out because he can't come out.
Do we have a rope?
Well, as long as he's not dead.
Actually, hold on. No. Sorry, all I have is a bunch of random weapons.
Hmm.
Oh, hold on. Wait. Oh no. I would have needed to do this before he went in. Awkward.
I'll pull out the glizzy and the knife. I'll be like, we gotta be ready when we go through.
Okay.
Yeah, just be ready. KFC like buffs up, summons Bruno.
Billy, is this normal?
Is what normal?
Like, is this a normal thing for a video game to have to walk in the fireplace?
Not exactly, but there are games where like there's hidden passages and stuff.
Oh, okay. And I walk into it.
Yeah, like KFC's already through. like
Like, reach my hand up. I'm like, oh, and I'll just jump in. Like, see you later, Billy. Jump in.
Billy will just like go like deep sigh and then just like step in.
main tank getting into the dungeon last. Feels bad, man.
Gluckster, you're the first one to go through. You know what? I am, where are you, Gluckster? Gluckster at aul.ca. I want to offer you an intrusion. And who you choose, be careful who you choose. You can't choose Royale with cheese, and whoever you choose is going to have to deal with this with you.
I accept. And, yeah, I'll say, KFG, since I assume he'd be going in, like right after me and Emmett, right? Like,
I will take your EXP.
So Gluckster, you and KFG you went kind of in together in tandem. Thank you very much, and Emmett, I'm assuming you kind of go in together in tandem. So thank you very much, and Emmett, I realize talking with Adam's AFK for a second. That's fine. You two actually end up appearing where Royale with cheese is. However, Gluckster and KFG, the path glitches for a second and actually splits off just for a moment while you guys were going down it, and you feel yourself violently pulled to a different route of some kind. And you don't know if this is like it's the way it's supposed to be or if something different is happening, but you also land once again in very like bland, generic, like default dungeon tile type of thing, and you stumble forward. Very similar room, sort of long stone room, cobblestone floor, generic stone, like not even weathered, just like generic stone texture room with a couple of torches and some exits, like in different directions. But no one else is with the two of you.
I would like came through as I landed. I would like roll on the ground, like surveyed the room with the glizzy.
Okay.
And like look, I'm like, Emmett, Billy.
Yeah, he pops in, sees there's nobody around, and
You get scared. I'm like, fuck KFG! Oh, you scared me again, man. Did you see Emmett and Billy coming through?
I did not. Oh fuck! I just deleted it accidentally. Damn it! I had a telepathy cipher. But I have to use it on one creature that's within short range, and it just lets us mentally communicate for like however long.
Yeah, I can get you telepathy cipher back.
I don't remember the level. I think it was like 5.
Well, they definitely won't be within short range of you.
I wanted to use it on Gluckster.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
That's fine then.
Yeah, KFG sees that they're separated
Oops,
from the
cipher
rest of
abilities.
the party, so he immediately
Ciphers.
is just going to hit Gluckster with that so that they have a form of communication in the dungeon in case they get separated.
Telepathy to the KFG. Boop. There you go. You got a telepathy one back.
Perfect. Yeah, I was going to use this. This was what I wanted to use on RWC, but he had already gone, so that was my chance.
All right, so you have connected mentally. So you use the telepathy. You've connected mentally with Gluckster, getting that two-way communication going on, and lasts for 1 hour. So yeah, you've got a long time that you are going to be communicating with each other's thoughts.
Yeah, KFG's going to like tap into Gluckster's brain and be like, "No talking. It's just the two of us, just thinking."
He's gonna get straight faced and just like, I can hear you in my head, like telepathy, like.
Yeah.
All right. Gives him the nod.
We don't want to alert anything of our presence because it's just the two of us. We're just DPS. I mean, well, I'm a healer, but we don't have a tank. So, you know what I mean? Total stealth.
I'd be still crouching with the glizzy, like, oh, fuck yeah.
So with that, as we pull away from the tube, they're just humming to themselves, just the two of us. We are going to move on to the larger group as Royale with Cheese, as you're standing there with one of the Orcs of Peace. You see, thank you very much, and Emmett pop on in. They just sort of appear through the wall, like as if they jumped out of the wall.
As I'm looking at the Orc of Peace, like, what's your name, bruh?
Oh, I don't really, like have a name because I mean we don't really have names yet. We were gonna, once we had like our place set up when we all had bedrooms and stuff, and we wanted to like paint little plaques for each of our bedrooms, then we were gonna have like a naming ceremony, but we hadn't really gotten that far yet,
All right, bruh. Well, maybe we can workshop names with you. Have you been thinking about it? How do you feel about Othello?
Othello? I mean, it sounds like a fellow, and that's close to a buddy, so I like it. Let's go with that.
All right. Oh,
Hello.
oh, hey.
And I'm gonna land with the sword out, like in my hand, just like looking back at different areas, like, where is it?
Yeah, we're doing a dungeon.
Where are KFG and Gluckster?
Oh, they went in before us. They should have been here first.
They didn't come out this end.
Uh-oh.
Well,
This is Othello, freshly named. They might have a naming ceremony. He might rename them himself, but right now, this is Othello.
hello, Othello. I'm Emmett Ernest Tyson. This is my son, Billy. Billy, shake his hand. You gotta
But you
show
didn't shake his
respect.
hand.
I did. I just shook his hand.
You didn't shake his hand.
I did. When I introduced myself, I put my hand out and I shook his hand.
But
Othello's waiting, Billy.
I'll shake his hand.
Oh, hey there, how's it going, bud? And he puts his hand out.
It's going. Where's our buddies?
Oh, we're all buddies in here, but I don't know what you're talking about. Your buddy here, is here.
No, we're looking for our friends.
Oh, I'm a friend.
Where's the... You said you don't know where anybody else is.
No. Some of us, like, when we kind of got pulled in here by, like, the big red dude, like the billowing cape and stuff, he like, we kind of went to different places, I think, because, like, I remember seeing people in front of me in, like, the freaky tunnel thing, and all of a sudden it, like, split, and then we're like, oh no, there you go, buddy, and he was gone, and went to different places, and then I landed here, and then you showed up, and yeah.
And I guess the best way to find our friends is to explore.
Are you the only one here? The only orc here, like with us?
Oh, no, I think we're all here.
I mean, in this immediate vicinity, since you've came down here, have you been alone?
Oh, that's understandable. Okay. I don't know what vicinity means, but I mean, no one else is in the room with me or like in the local area.
I'm gonna start looking around for just clues to see if there's anything, any weirdness, any more glitches.
Okay.
I'm just gonna start yelling, Jamie, KFG, Jamie.
You start yelling.
Mr. Gluckman.
There's like echoes down the hallways through these like stone hallways. Like I said, the ceiling is about 6 meters high, which is fairly high ceilings considering the size of the room. It's not like a terribly large room per se. The room's almost higher than it is wide. And then it branches off into these other hallways. And thank you very much. I'm going to actually have you make a roll for it this time. I'm going to have you, it's an intellect task, and then anything to do like
awareness?
with, your awareness would indeed apply in this situation.
All right, my new awareness tab ability. All right.
Oh, come back. Oh shit. Okay, that's pretty good. So with that, you're searching around. It's very difficult to find clues of anything because once again, this is all very like stock graphics off of like, the Unreal Engine Marketplace style stock graphics. It's hard to find anything. There's no wear and tear. There's no nothing. However, as you sort of poke your head around one of the hallways, you do see just a few little spots of blood. It's the first time you've seen any sort of like overlay or texture or anything different than like default stone.
Hey, everyone over here, let's go. And I'll go up to the blood.
Okay.
Yep, I'll head over.
Okay, so going in that direction, let me bring up a thing. Okay. All right, so you're going to be going there. Give me 1 second. Oh no, you're actually over there. Oh, okay, you're going this direction. Yes. I like it. Okay. So you follow that direction, you see a little bit more blood, and you actually get down a hallway. It branches off a couple of times. Like, this place is not well designed, whoever designed this dungeon. Like, it's very haphazard. People like just plopping shit down. Like a 5-year-old was just like playing with like Dungeon Draft or something and just like making rooms. And you wander through, but there is this little trail or trickle of blood that you find, but finally getting to a room where it looks like you realize the trickle of blood was because someone had been in a scuffle from that hallway and finally like ending in this room. And you see a orc, and in this room with the orc there are 2 chests. A large chest that has the orc half inside of it, pools of blood, the chest itself being like this large maw with teeth and everything, sort of like biting this orc in half, and eyes that are all sort of glazed over white. And you see the orc had actually stabbed this chest with a knife. Obviously it's a mimic of some kind, and had actually managed to kill it at the same time that the orc had also been killed. But beside it is a much smaller chest, about like it would barely fit like a smartphone type thing, like that size of a chest, very small.
Oh, look, a chest.
I'm gonna poke it with a sword.
I'm going to tap Timmy Billy. I'm going to tap Billy on the shoulder and give him brute force.
Okay. So +1 might, edge, and train in all tasks. Oh, goddamn, nice. Okay. It was level 1, so you won't get the extras, but you'll get... Yeah, that's pretty good. So you just like poke it with the sword, and immediately that tiny little chest hops backwards a little bit and bears these like tiny little fangs outside, out of the chest, and you hear the little...
Hey, calm down.
It's cute.
What's it doing?
And
I look at the orc.
It hops away from you, backs up, and sort of snuggles up against the larger chest while still bearing its fangs at you.
Oh, you killed its mom. It's an orphan. Oh,
Well,
okay. Just calm down. I look at the orc and I'm like, was this orc one of your friends?
Oh yeah. Oh hey, I know. Yeah. Oh, I know who he is, and that sucks that he's dead. You know.
Wait, is he dead or is he just?
Oh, the orc that's like half in the large mimic is very dead. Yeah. Yes. Like he's been eviscerated. Some of his intestines are hanging out and stuff.
But there's a second orc there?
No, there's the orc you came with, and then the dead orc.
Oh, and the dead orc. Yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna look at the mimic and think I'm gonna try to befriend this thing, but then I'm gonna think that it's a teaching moment. I'm gonna look at Billy, be like, Billy, you said it was cute. You already have Bug. Would you like to try to get another pet? I think you should put your best foot forward and try your best here. You gotta learn responsibility, and this is a great way of doing it.
Oh, that's one thing I forgot to. That's one thing I forgot to ask. What did you guys do with Bug? Is he back at the base, or is he with you?
Bug was with me. I would have given him back to Billy when he was in his sad, scared phase when he came back.
Okay.
I probably would have left him at the thing though.
Left him at the base.
With
Okay.
the other dads or whatever.
With the other dads and all that.
Okay. Cool.
Too dangerous to bring him along. I don't know if this is a thing that...
I hand you a piece of fish meat. He's an orphan, Billy.
But he's a mimic.
I don't know what that means.
You see how he looks like a chest?
But he's just a sad little guy.
He's a monster.
Is he?
Look at the big one. Look at the big one.
What do you think, Royale? Are these things...
I think I never would have fathomed you getting Tumblehome, and I think anything is possible at this point. It's not a bad idea if you think you can tame it, or you can teach Billy how to tame it, or do one of the, combination of the two. I support you.
And to remind anyone watching what they mean by Tumblehome, at one point, right in the early part of the campaign, somehow he tamed a slime in the slime dungeon, and that's just been with them ever since.
He's the guild co-captain.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is actually the co-guild leader.
The second command is Tumblehome.
He technically outranks Nimue, who I feel is probably our third in command.
Yeah.
Overall.
And he doesn't even speak. He's just like...
Imagine getting outranked by a slime.
Yeah.
Hey, Tumblehome gets things done, okay?
That's true.
Well, I'll feed the fish piece to the mimic.
Yeah,
kind of toss it at it.
I'll give you some encouragement.
Okay. Okay. So, are you trying to coax it towards you, friendly or anything, or you're just tossing meat at it?
I'll try and be friendly to it.
Okay. In that case, I will make you make a task, intellect, of course, because you're trying to deal with this creature. If you have anything with pleasant social interactions or taming or anything like that, let me know. But intellect task, and you are being eased, I believe, thanks to Emmett using his encourage.
Yes.
Will
this help me?
No, I don't have anything that would help.
Okay, so straight intellect and then ease it by 1 because of the encouragement from Emmett.
guess I could apply some effort to this to help myself.
Up to you.
Oof. That's expensive.
Can I
Yeah,
use an
you don't have an edge.
experience to recall the ability of the Cypher stim to give that second effect to tank you very much again?
Oh, okay.
Player
All
intrusion.
right. You know what? Player intrusion for it. Experience. Yeah. You know what? You are a chaos mage, right? So you're pulling shit like out of nothing. So I will give that to you without even needing a roll. It's not something I would let you do all the time, but like, yeah, sure. You did it not that long ago. And
yeah, it's a fresh spell in his head, and he's like, I think I remember how to do this one more time. And as like Emmett's encouraging him, like Royalities will walk him and just pat Billy on the back, like, yeah, Billy, you've got this. And once again, like slap the magic into him. I would like to
proffer one caveat to it to do the stem thing before you ease it by 3 is it needs you've got the core of how to do it, but it needs energy from somewhere. So I would like 2 points of might sacrificed.
2 points of might sacrifice? I can do that.
Okay, so yeah, lower your current might pool by 2.
Okay, cool.
Our friends are missing, and first thing we do is tame some mimics. Let's fucking go.
So thank you very much. It's gonna be eased by 4 now in total.
Okay.
Mucho better. Difficulty 9. Oh damn. Okay, that is pretty damn good. That is pretty. Oh yeah, you even applied effort to it to make it better. Like, let's go.
Yeah.
So yeah, the thing, it's wild and untamed at first, and it is like, it's a tiny little mimic that's currently nestled up against its dead mom. But you've got food. You don't know the last time it's eaten, and you are able to coax it to you. And at first, it just like it takes it, and there's that rough like as it like devours the food in front of you. But you're able to very calmly, as it's eating, just like give it a little pet on the top of the lid, I guess, head, whatever. It's a mimic. I don't know.
Yeah.
But you're able to just coax it, and it shudders at first. It's a little uncertain, but it's still eating, and eventually it kind of likes it, and it calms down, and its mom is cold and dead and not moving, but you are warm and moving and giving it food. So it's very young. You're its mom.
I'm gonna reach back to Emmett, kind of for more food.
I'll hand you some more meat, some snake meat. You're doing great, Billy.
I'll feed it to the mimic.
Okay. The mimic just devours it. You don't know where it's putting it, but like it's just once again just just like devouring, like but then it's receptive to your pets.
It's fantastic.
It's definitely not a train, like it won't follow directions like Tumblehome does, but it's following you around peacefully.
Well, I'll pick him up.
Yeah, he'll allow it.
It's your responsibility now, Billy. Do you have a name?
Not yet. I'll think of something.
We're gonna
make sure you feed it. If you ever need help getting it some meat, let me know.
Well, I don't have food on me, so I'll have to get it off you.
Well, you're gonna have to find a way to feed your dependents. He's your responsibility.
That's what you're for.
No, I won't always be around, Billy. Gonna have to learn how to.
Oh, I know that.
Find meat yourself. You can take care of him. Well, you'll find a way, I'm sure. It doesn't have to be fishing, but maybe you can catch some squirrels, or we're in a fantasy world, so maybe you could just cut off like a bad guy's leg or something. I'm not gonna judge.
I'll figure it out, I guess. Whatever.
Congratulations, Billy. You're a dad.
I'm a grandpa.
That's where you guys are. We're going to shift the camera back to KFG and Gluckster for a moment, as you have no idea what's going on. So you are in a different part of this random default stock dungeon thingy. What are you guys doing? You're just in this room, like I said, deep, like stock default textures. Nothing important or crazy about it.
If you like, I mean, I'm assuming there's no way back, but he would look anyways.
Yeah, you go up against like the wall you got spit out of, and it's solid.
I'd be sneaking around looking, like checking the room, and I'd say to KFG, I'd be like, "Hey yo!" Like this is not saying it, but like telepathically. Yeah. I'm like, if I die here, you can take my shit. But be forewarned, if you die, I'll be taking your stuff.
I'm going to telepathically send him back a message saying, I have exactly 1 res, so if either of us dies, I hope it's you, because I can bring you back.
Then I'll like check my thing to my cyber stuff. Like, I also have a res too, the prayer, right?
Yeah. Oh, well then, good.
If we die, we don't have to steal each other's shit. I'll be saying that.
Congratulations. Yeah, we might just,
I don't know, I'll just be checking like the room as he's looking at the like where we came from. I'll be trying to go forward a little bit.
Okay.
Quiet as possible. Like
there's numerous ways out. Like there's no distinction of directions. You don't know which way is north. You don't know. Nothing seems to stick out. All the hallways are identical looking as far as you can tell.
KFG's gonna leave some of his old gear here.
Okay.
Specifically, like, I don't know, like the pants or something from his, like, tier 1 outfit. Like, just, boom. As, like, a sign of this is where we started. You know what I mean? It's his early gear.
Okay.
Leave it on the floor somewhere in case the others find, you know what I mean? Leave a sign. Yeah, failing that, I mean, I'm gonna just try and figure out which way we think the boss is not.
I'm gonna be like at the crossroads, like looking at each exit. I'm gonna like lick my finger and do that thing where you like look for air.
Oh, smart. Okay. Unfortunately, you do that. You lick your finger, you're looking for the airflow because you know that's going to be a way out, right? Nothing. The air is dead. There's no breeze. There's not. It doesn't. It's weird. It doesn't even feel like there's a temperature in here per se. Like there's no. It's not hot. It's not warm. It's not tepid. Even it's not humid. It's not like dry. It's just there.
Getting weird, KFG. It's like we're in like some sort of limbo or something. There's no way out.
It's a dungeon. It's an instance. We've been in them before. We gotta clear it though to get out. It's a little unfortunate. Let's hope that worst case scenario we're in separate instances, in which case our hopes of survival are drastically lower. Best case scenario we're in the same instance, just split up. If that's the case, we have to try and discern where we are in the dungeon. Are we near the center? Are we near the boss? Are we near the start? Where the fuck do you think we are?
Maybe it glitched out. Maybe we're like a little bit ahead of them or something.
Do you hear anything down the tunnels? Like breathing? Just fucking monsters? I don't know.
I'll tell them like the air thing didn't work, and I listen for monsters.
Yeah, you go up, you listen. It's not impactful. I'm not gonna make you roll for it or anything per se. But you go up, you give it like a little like a listen. Like you haven't been speaking, so you're very quiet already, and you wait there and nothing. It's that level of silence where you get a little bit of a tinnitus going on, a little like you can hear your own heartbeat. Like it's eerily quiet. Silent. The only sound you like, even the torches, like there's a tiny bit of a crackle from the torches, but not even as much as it should be. And it's a very short, like looping sound that's very rhythmic as well.
I ain't hear nothing.
I could send Bruno down one of these tunnels.
Yeah, it's good, yeah. Because he dies, he just teleports back, right? We gotta wait a little while.
I think I can resummon him, but if he just encounters anything, I'll just have him recall. Like I'll have him just run back, you know?
He gives you kind of an indignant look.
Look, you come back and then we'll decide if we want to beat it up or not. We gotta find the group, Bruno. Come on. As much as I'd love to solo the dungeon, this might be an Iron Man challenge, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Bruno's like definitely like not happy, but he's understanding.
And for everyone wondering, remind you what Bruno looks like. That is Bruno, his anthropomorphic honey badger that is in like MMA gear.
Yeah, I love that his pants say Aikido.
It's where he trained, man.
It's to throw them off. They think he's gonna come at you with like actual like trained martial arts, but he just goes full honey badger. Like,
Yeah,
Sorry, it says my keto.
yeah. I don't even know.
his version of it.
I just randomly found that on the internet. Like,
It works.
It was good. Yeah, let's send Bruno down the. We don't have a map, do we?
No. Once again, it's a confusing labyrinthine like maze of nondescript default textured hallways.
Are the tunnels like split off? Like, are they on different walls, or are they just kind of like?
The room you appeared in was like a T junction. Like there was like three exits, and then the tunnels themselves or the hallways themselves also seem to occasionally just split, seemingly at random.
All right, I'm gonna send. So I guess like, is there one like to the left or whatever?
So what we're doing this as a hex map, like I've done before.
Okay.
So I'm gonna get Gluckster and KFG, each of you to roll a d6 for me, and we'll see which direction Bruno wanders.
Yeah, because KFG would tell him to just follow the leftmost path always.
Yeah, standard
And
dungeon
then, like,
etiquette.
Yep. Rotate, sweep.
Okay, what did you go to? It's a point of interest. Okay, interesting. So Bruno comes casually walking back. It's not like the whole like there's danger down there type of situation or anything. Just like you send him forward and then he casually walks back and like he's not giving any indication of there being danger or anything in that direction.
Okay, it's safe as far as he can tell. No traps or anything. Didn't run into anything trying to kill him.
He
didn't set anything off, I should say.
He's not indicating anything of danger, and he's just like, and I mean he's not the most communicative creature, but
Honey badger.
Yeah, he's. I'm assuming he can say like some basic words or anything. He's just like weird.
You want to check it out, Gluckster?
Yeah, like
Doesn't seem dangerous.
as he's saying weird, I'm like, yo, keep it down, man. Like, tell him to shush a little bit.
Sorry.
And I'll give the KFG the nod.
All right, yeah. Well,
Let's go.
Let's go check it out then.
Okay, so you guys go and check it out. You wander through. He took what seems to be the least interesting of the already fairly uninteresting paths. One of the tunnels actually didn't branch off too much at all, and in fact ends up leading to this like dead end room with no other exits. And in the middle of this room is just a single barrel sitting there with a rough hand-drawn sign that just says "Do not open." Bruno just looks at you and goes, "Weird."
You're not open, huh?
Not at least not without a full party.
Like, oh, come on. It's probably not safe. Yeah, we probably shouldn't.
Yeah.
I think
I'm just as curious as you, but play it safe. Besides, there might be more people here.
What if there's like loot in there or something?
What if there's a boss in there?
In a barrel?
Have you
Doesn't-
did you not play Borderlands like 12? Have you not seen the fucking the loot goblins that pop out when you open fucking random no-name chests that have garbage white tier loot, and there's just this epic mob that just tries to kill you because
Yeah, and then the little guy jumps out screaming like, "Bah, bah, bah, bah."
yeah,
And
exactly.
that,
What if
that
there's a
scares
loot
me every
goblin?
time.
Yeah, exactly. What if it's a mimic?
A mimic barrel. I'm gonna pat him on the
Well-
chest. Like, we're talking telepathically, but I just still pat
Yep.
him. Like,
This
like
is a
you're
dungeon.
genius.
I don't want to touch nothing, okay? Not without any party, especially nothing that says don't open. It could be a million fucking things. There could be a devil in there. We found a box with a fucking angel in it. Like, I don't. Mm-mm.
Yeah, 50% it's a mimic barrel, 50% it's loot. That's not good odds, man.
You know, Tank
Yeah,
you,
I'll start backing away.
RWC, and Emmett could be like, you know, they could have got ambushed by mobs or something. We don't have time to fuck around with a box or a barrel that says don't open.
As he
Not
says his
yet.
name. I'm like, I hope the guys are alright, man.
No. Fuck all that shit, man.
So
let's
your
try
little
different-
badger friend is just standing there staring at you because from his point of view, you're just standing there staring at each other.
It's okay.
And he give him the
can't
thumbs
feel
up,
like
like-
motion for Bruno to follow, basically.
Like,
So yeah, as you guys like leave the barrel room to go explore further, we'll go back to the other group. Royal Cheese, thank you very much, Emmett, and the orc.
Who are in fact not the opposite of what KFG just said, just sitting around fucking around recruiting creatures.
So
Yeah,
Billy,
yeah.
have you thought of a name for your mimic yet?
Yeah, right?
It's been like 2 minutes.
Yeah, but I thought of your name in like 30 seconds.
It's hooked up.
Wow. That's why it's unimaginative.
What, William? You don't like it?
Oh, it's like every other British name or something. I don't know. English. Anyway,
Oh,
No,
hey,
I wanna think
your
of something
actual
good for
name's
this.
William? Like Willie?
no.
Oh, Billy. Like we short for Bill, which is short for Will.
Oh, but it's not like, it's like,
Billiam?
it's not like William or Willie.
No, it's Billy.
Oh, okay.
We called him Bill for a while, but I think he'll grow into a Bill. He'll probably be a Bill once he turns like 16, 17. And then once he's like 30, he'll be William.
Oh, humans are
he's gonna
interesting.
He's gonna get into bigger boats, become a fisherman, and call himself Big Willie.
Would you rather be called Willie, Billy?
No, don't call me Willie.
Okay.
You're gonna see his
Let's write that.
face just change.
Oh,
Like get angry.
It's okay, Billy.
okay there, bud. Okay, so Willie's not it. Billy it is? Or Bill?
Billy's good.
Billy's good? Okay, we're gonna stick with Billy there, but
Anyway, KFG! Jamie! KFG!
oh, we yelling for them. Okay, KFG.
Yeah.
What if there's other bad guys here? We shouldn't be yelling.
Oh shit, I hadn't thought of that.
It's kind of a good point.
Oh yeah, I didn't think that
Insightful,
far
Billy.
ahead. Never really done a dungeon before, Like before all this, my people were the bad guys, We could like go around screaming our fool heads off all we wanted.
Well, you got your new pet, your new responsibility, Billy. Let's continue on.
Alright, and I'm gonna start walking around, look for more clues.
Okay, all right. So at this point, we're just gonna wander forth. So I am gonna have Royale with cheese and thank you very much. Each roll a d6 for me to start with, and see the direction you go. A 1 and a 5. Oh, hello. Okay, all right. Got something going on here.
I don't like when you make that noise.
Right. So, before we get into this encounter, I would like you to think of what the next campaign's going to be.
Yeah.
Just kidding. Maybe. We'll see. No, you get to, you're wandering through the hallways. Excuse me. Once again, nondescript, like default texture things. Everything's so bland, so samey. It's almost a hard time figuring out exactly where you were or where you are. I'm choking on my water. And you get to another room, and in this room it's mostly empty except for the 2 default torches. And in the middle of the room is a chest with a big old padlock on it.
I'm gonna poke it with my sword.
Okay, you poke it with the sword and it goes like ka-thunk to the side of the chest. It does not
Well,
go
I don't
squish.
think this one's a mimic.
Well, then this should work, and I'm going to cast hassle-free hotwire on it.
I already forgot you had that. Yeah, all right. Yeah. And that was a level 4, right? Yeah, level 4. That's enough. Yeah. So describe to me the spell you do, like the knock spell or whatever. Describe to me how you cast it that releases this padlock.
Yeah, I'm now, because we've customized these claws, I'm just always wearing my wolf claws.
Okay.
And I put 2 of the wolf claws out and together and look and focus, and my fingers meld together and turn into a key that I shove into the lock and unlock it.
Oh, cool. Okay. Yeah, so the magic of your new gloves, just you form it into a key temporarily with your wild magics. And yeah, there's a click, the padlock just kind of falls off and it opens. Inside these, yeah, they all are. Okay. Yeah, you found the treasure room. So if you are on the landing page, I am going to just show it. There's going to be a trade icon there, just above the map. Bring you guys to it.
Oh, shit.
And you should be able to see the things that are in it.
I cannot.
Trade?
Oh, wait a minute. Did I give you permissions to see to see it? Let's find out. Helps if I give you permissions. Of course. Let's try that again. How about now?
That worked.
There we
Huh.
go.
Uh-oh.
So,
Ring of the Chaos Mage.
yeah, so you've got a Belt of the Bone, which allows you, when you activate it, to get +4 to your armor, but you are immobile and immovable during that time. Ring of the Chaos Mage, you can consume a subtle cipher to perform a long-range blast that deals damage. You're considered trained in this attack, so you can just consume a cipher to deal a default blast. River in a jar. The jar can be tipped to pour a near endless supply of water that almost instantly dissipates. Though not useful for drinking, the water does last long enough for a small boat to float upon it, as if floating upon a river. Slippers of the Airwalker. When activated, you can walk in the air, creating temporary glowing platforms underneath just long enough for you to step. Disappears you lift, blah, blah, blah. And finally, the Remote Hand, which is a glove that basically it's like a mage hand dealio.
That is fucking awesome.
With this river in a jar, maybe I could make a canoe that goes anywhere.
I think I'm taking that ring.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Hey, RWC, that remote hand can be like a stranger.
Oh
God, that's where Billy went. Fuck's sakes.
Name your mimic.
So yeah, you go ahead, grab the river in a jar. The remote hand is obviously so great for Gluckster. Slippers of the Airwalker would be great for KFG, and then Billy, you're the tank.
I guess the belt.
Is there a way that we can queue the remaining items for the other players and have those items dragged onto their character sheet?
Yeah, I'll just allow it. It's just easier that way. So like the other like Gluckster and KFG, if you wanted to like loot your own shit as well for what you'll probably be taking, feel free to do it now. You don't have it yet until you meet up with them, type thing.
It's like in the dungeon loot thing or whatever.
Yeah. It's just you got to wait till your proximity. Like it'll pop up as soon as you're within proximity. Be like, oh, loot.
Fine, you want me to name him? I'll name him. His name is Chesticles.
Oh god.
Oh my god.
You're stressing me out, Billy.
Because he's a
You're
chest.
stressing me out.
And, like, ancient times, like, had Cleese at the end of the name. So Chesticles.
Gluckster, grab your remote hand.
Yeah, it seems reasonable to me. Chesticles.
And as you guys decide on handing out the items, and of course the very important fact of Chesticles, that is when both groups hear a like big roar in the background, and the entire dungeon shakes and shakes and shudders, dust and whatnot sort of falling from the ceilings as something deep within the dungeon has awoken. And that's where we're going to leave it for tonight.
Beautiful.
So thank you again,
from the group.
everyone that has joined for another episode of Windermere Fantasy Online. As always, everyone here is a content creator, streamer, what have you. Links are in the doobly-doo below, or will be in the edited version also in the doobly-doo below. Check them out. It's all good times. Check out the links for the Cypher Unlimited Discord. If you're not part of it and you play Cypher, what are you doing with your life? And then Friendos as well, because the Friendos are awesome. These guys are all Friendos. Is anyone else got anything else we want to say before we take off?
The second campaign, I have a pet mimic in.
You do, yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
It's a couple campaigns. Pet mimics are cute. Why not? So, as always, stay healthy, stay safe, and have a good one. Eh?